He said on his little bicycle. That's what made me laugh when he said on your little bicycle. He was talking about 50's bike. And you know, this came out right after Get Rich or Die Trying the documentary, not the movie. People
Yeah,
got to feel me. There's a whole documentary before the movie, y'all. A whole documentary
right. Real for real for real.
that came out years before the movie did. That's
Oh,
where he
you're
got.
from
I
oh
think
you're
that's where he
from
got the title for the
you're
album
from Queens,
because the
Southside
documentary was
Jamaica,
so good.
Southside Jamaica. Ah, that's a go on there, Sean. Okay, okay, I see, I see. You're from the
Sean, I'm
so
gonna
that's
put the Sean. I'm gonna try to find it and put the link in the chat if it let me, so you can see what I'm talking about. Cause these dudes that's rapping on this song from New York,
hmm
and they are Crips. And I remember 50 said, "Y'all want to be Bloods and Crips? Go on, do your thing," and saying stuff like that, kind of like fronting on it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. Big up yourself, Sean. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Jamaica
You
Queen.
already.
Big up yourself, bro. But
And
it, you know,
these,
yeah, I can see why you would. I can see why you're on. You know, because 50 Cent is from over there. I can see why. Jamaica Queens. I can see why you're on. You're a 50 Cent fan. I can see why. I can see why. I see why. I see why. I see why. Oh, it makes sense. It
let
makes
me
sense.
see.
It makes sense. It makes sense why Sean is on 50 Cent like that because he's from the same.
Already.
He's from the same part of New
From the
York.
same, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so now it makes sense. Why you like that? Because you from over there, Southside Queen, Jamaica. Okay, I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. Now it makes sense. But yeah, we gotta understand. I guess
Who is Bangum Smurf and Silverback Gorillas? I know who Bangum Smurf is.
oh, Yakmo, you said, and
It's the Lord
oh
Thugs,
yeah
it's Yugmouth and Sibo, 50
yeah
Cent this,
yeah yeah
featuring Bangum Smurf and Silverback
yeah
Gorillas.
yeah 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 yeah. There's someone that's put it in the chat too.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, podcast, Rambo podcast. Put that in the
Yeah.
chat.
I'll put it in there so you can go listen to it. But the one dude, he said his name is Big Swing, and he came right in like his first verse. He just said, "I'm talking to 50 directly." Oh, you from Oakland? Oh well, see, we listened to a bunch of that last night. I don't know if Shep had heard that because he kind of young, but we listened to a bunch of. I mess with both. I mess with the Click Down and Dirty. I mess with Calvin T.
Yeah, shout out to
If you
Oakland.
from East Oakland, see, you should know Town Business. Town Business was one of them DJs. He come in here every now and again. That's our homeboy. He from Richmond,
Bay Area.
the Yay area.
Bay Area.
His wife is Harm cousin. What's up, Hazy?
Hazy, what's going on, family? Big Skull. Shout out to you.
If you
Shout out
know
to
what I'm talking about, you know B Legit. You know B Legit had that group. Well, Harm them had their own. You know what I'm talking about.
So if y'all trying to come up, y'all gotta go. I'm doing double live. So what y'all do, get out of the vertical live and go to the other live and hit the link. That's where you could come up on. So if you want to come up and say something real quick for like 5 minutes, whatever, 10 minutes, it's cool. Just
Yeah.
get off the vertical, because the vertical is the one with the phone. I don't got the phone. That's the one with the link, and y'all could come up. Shout out to you though, hey.
Yeah, Town Business. That's our homeboy. That's my partner, man. Great
Yeah,
respect.
or you could just type it in there. You feel me? If that's what you want to do, but easy. It's easy to just hit that damn beat.
And I know who Bangum Smurf is.
Yeah.
I know who
Man, the
Bangum
question
Smurf
is,
is. I know he's from New York.
where the hell Benjamin is at, man?
Yeah, we're gonna talk
Fuck.
about that later because when we talked about that earlier, they kind of shipped me down the algorithm to 12. Give me a sec. We're gonna talk about that. Yeah,
What you mean ain't nobody mentioned Calvin T? I bet I'm from Texas, but my family group was on the West Coast, and then I fooled around and got a hold to some game rap. Cause see, Northern Cali rap, a lot of
Yeah.
people didn't like it because it was game rap. If you really listen to E40 tapes, I ain't go to jail a lot. I almost implemented everything when he said change your page number every 3 months. That's what I did.
Right.
I did it faithfully. Dress up like a bum, don't always be looking cool. I did. You ain't always got a high side. Your under bucket ought to be your under bucket. That ought to be raggedy. Look like you ain't got much. I did.
Yeah, live. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna talk about that, but I heard you was alive too. I'm gonna talk about that later. I don't want to talk about it now. I gotta give it myself. You know, Nim Yahoo. They say he's alive. Yeah, my homegirl from Milwaukee.
Yeah, no, I don't think he's even in the. From what I understand, when you said that shit, that I was like, huh? Because last I thought he had fled the country.
Yeah. Oh, your homegirl put you on thing. Okay, yeah, I got people from. You probably heard of Birdline Coop, but I got people. My nigga Birdline, he from But
in Milwaukee.
Yeah. Shout out to Milwaukee too, though. Shout out to Milwaukee.
Already. It's real people everywhere, man.
I heard he was alive.
Yeah. But the media, all the medias is playing. They all playing. They all
that AI video.
Yeah, they play AI videos and they're doing certain things. But I think something really going on with him, though. I'm not gonna lie. I think the news just lying. For him, I think there's something going on with him. I think he's doing that. I think what he figured out that they was playing chess, so he started playing chess too. You know what I mean?
Can't do that.
Somebody.
Go ahead. I can't do that, Kenny Mac, because I don't have no I don't know nothing about these rappers in this era. They gonna all be commercials. It's way too many. Like I like Spody. Y'all probably don't know who Spody is, but I hit Chef on to it last night. Shoot. London J. Of course, T.I. But I've always like K Rhino. Yeah, man. That's the one. A lot of people don't know you're a music man.
I'm gonna say to you, Sean. I'm gonna say Young Thug.
Thugger. Yeah.
Thugger. I think Thugger is the one that started this era and made it like out of everybody else. I'm just saying, Thugger. Then he made it okay for Quavo and them. As I said, like, yeah, I'm gonna say Thugger. If we're gonna say this era, I started this era with rappers from Quavo. My bad, from your boy Young Thug.
Yeah, Thugger. Man.
Shit, I mean, I would say before Thugger, because really, like, Jeezy, between Jeezy and Gucci, they started to dumb it down a little bit.
Yeah, you're right.
After them, then you could say Young Thug, Future, them boys. You feel me?
Yeah, I feel you. But
which one of them boys was in? Which one of them boys was the one that made it big from Player Circle?
2 Chainz.
Yeah, that was another one.
Titty Boy.
Yeah.
That was a banger that year when they had when they had that boy do the hook. They had Wayne do the hook.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Man, that was a banger.
Mm-hmm. 2 Chainz. No.
Yes. So around those times, you said that would be the new era, right?
I ain't gonna know because I stopped. I went into R&B because I got older. So I'll tell you about a little neo soul because I don't get to hear unless I just happen to hear a mixtape. But I hadn't really bought a real good mixtape since like the one we was listening to, Chef, last night was from 2016.
Okay. Yeah, I know because I remember some of those songs. We used to play on the live back then in 2014.
Yeah. I used to play them when they was hot. Man, I haven't really. When I go to the mixtape asylum now, I just don't go in the rap part. I'm more into the R&B part
Yeah.
because they got some artists now that's pretty doggone amazing. That the R&B just not getting any clout like it was when I was young. But y'all need to fall in love again because they got some artists
Yeah.
for real.
Yeah.
They got some artists for real. If y'all can ever find a chance to fall in love, please do. But let me see who I was listening to last night. I got it pulled up. Let me see who I was listening to. I'll tell you the name of the people. Uh, we listen to Bankroll Fresh, Future, K Camp, and Two Chains. We listen to Mano, T.I., Shad the God, Young Thug, and London J, Ace Hood, B.O.B., Scotty ATL, Nipsey Hussle, Five Mics and King Louis, uh, Young Scooter, OT Genesis, Waka Flocka, Dro, um, French Montana,
Yeah.
Fabo, and somebody named Bonds,
Bonz.
Bonz. And we listen to Meek Mill,
Yeah, RP Bankroll, man. That's fucked up what they did in Dog Bankroll.
Yeah.
who?
Bankroll first.
Yeah.
Bankroll first.
Crazy. Yeah. Bankroll crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. If you was still alive, he would probably be one of them ones.
Oh, he not alive no more?
Hell no,
Bankroll Fresh
hell
not
no.
alive no more?
Hell no. Bankroll first got killed by No Plug at the studio.
Oh, I don't know these cats. That's what I'm telling y'all. I
Yeah,
don't know these cats. They be
yeah,
jamming. I be on Chef, huh? I be
Yeah.
knowing I be knowing they lyrics and everything. Don't know who I'm talking about.
yeah. Cuz got killed by No Plug.
Good rapper.
Yeah, we listened to them. We listened to them last night. Who else was it? Like I said, Future, Rollo for sure. Now I know who Rollo is. I mess with Rollo out of Atlanta. Pee Wee Roscoe, uh, shoot, Cap One,
Yeah.
uh, Rich the Kid, Ty Dolla Sign, Manolo Rose. It was a bunch of people because it was mixes. Day Day, somebody named Day Day.
Yeah. So what do you Negro, do you think that what do you think about the Clarissa Shield? You think she lied?
What? Lying about what?
You think 50 Cent lied about the sex thing? That he said he got about he having Clarissa Shield?
We gotta be lying.
No, that's what I'm saying. He better be lying because you about to shoot the ass out.
Yeah, he better be lying. So, yeah, I would hope he lying. 'Cause that's totally disrespectful. Like you
Yeah.
you got me in a vulnerable position. That's the ultimate. You feel me? Like damn, you got a
What
whole
did
sex
he
tape.
do to her?
He said he got a sex tape of her.
And his homie. Yeah, but I don't
And
believe
they
that.
were,
Yeah, I don't believe that. I don't believe none of that.
And then
well,
like wouldn't that be revenge porn or
You know
some
what it is?
shit?
You know
The
what it looks
fuck?
like to me? You know what it looks like to me? It looks like 50 Cent sent this nigga to do all that. Like he basically tell him like, yo, go push up on this girl and say all that. You know what I mean? Because he's saying, oh, he's telling the next girl, I never said I had sex with her. You know what I mean? That's what he's saying. He's saying he never said that. So they're saying, why is your boy saying that if you never said that? You see what I'm saying? If you lying on the
yeah.
cat, if you lying on the cat and you ain't got no proof, bro, as I said, even though Rob Kardashian had what's her name, Kitty, in his phone and put it out to the whole internet, and she got money off of that. And everybody looked like Rob didn't get in trouble. Rob got in trouble. That's why they all got back. That's why the Kardashians, they was all mad at her after that. After that, you know what I mean? They got back at her. That's why she went through all that shit. You know what I mean? After that. You know what she never rap after that? After she got that bag? She never had to do nothing. Yeah, because that nigga put her coochie out there. Good shit. You can't do all that.
You talking about Blac Chyna.
Yeah, Blac Chyna, yeah. Yeah, you can't do all that. Can't do all that.
Yeah.
That is I hope he lying though. I say because if he gets it over that allegation right there, man.
Yeah, and then like if it do turn out that he lying, he need to get hit with that revenge corn shit. Cause bro, like even he was attempting to do it. You feel me?
Remember Hulk Hogan?
Like,
Remember Hulk Hogan? Hulk Hogan got money for that before he died, right? For the sex tape, right? When they put it out there. Didn't he sue for that? When they put the sex tape out there? Didn't he?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
He got a bag. He got a bag, a big bag. That nigga got like what, 300 million, 200 mil? Crazy. Crazy, dog. You got it doesn't matter so if you're talking like that, trust me. I hope he has 200 mil for her or something like that. Because boy, regardless of what, that type of trolling right there is dangerous trolling. When it comes to a woman and doing all that, like in today's era, you can't do all that. Maybe
not today.
Not today. Maybe like in 2010,
2010, 2009, 2008. Yeah, you would probably play like that, but not right now.
Can't play like that right now, regardless of what. If somebody heard that, they'd be like, "What?" All she had to do is run to. Remember, she's already calling the his friend a PDF for following and stalking her. Like he's walking around taking videos of her and putting it, putting on his personal. Like that's crazy. It's insane. You know what I mean? You're just like it's crazy. I think people out here to break up people's happy home and all that type of stuff. Gotta stay away from them people, y'all. Oh, you said Clarissa needs to send Papoose home. I thought she already got her shit together though. But she's doing good. She winning all her fights. Not like she was Papping. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because you know they say like, some niggas are bad luck. She's still winning all her fights. You know what I mean? Yeah, because I know he's still married, but you gotta understand, like, she don't homegirl don't want to Remy don't want to sign this shit. That's why a lot of people believe in the Papoose and Clarissa Shield situation is kind of like a, they like I think Remy, somebody came out and said it was fake at one point. I don't know, and I don't know if it's true that they know what's going on, and Remy and Clarissa Shield and Papoose talk about everything before what goes on social media. I could be wrong about that. But if a man asks you to divorce, it's like if some women are. You might give them the divorce paper, they still don't want to divorce you. You know what I mean? Hey, Chloe wasn't divorced, and she went out with Tristan Thompson right after. You know what I mean? When what's his name was on the stretcher in the hospital in this ICU what's his name, Lamar Odom. You see what I'm saying? It goes a week. A lot of people do that. A lot of people do it.
She did that shit on national television. The fuck?
Yeah, national television. You know what I mean?
In front of the world, bitch. She ain't even hide that shit.
Yeah. So when we talk about that, I get what you're saying, Sean, but if you give a woman papers to sign and she don't want to sign it, you can't do nothing about it. You can't do nothing about it. Or you're just supposed to just sit on and wait while they go do certain things behind the back. You know what I mean? Remember, she was the one that was out there first. She got out the relationship first, not Pap. So if a woman cheats on you and you're married to her, and you say, all right, sign the divorce paper, and you're like, I'm not, bitch. She said, remember, Remy basically said she's not signing shit. She said that. So you can't say, you know what I mean? What are we gonna do? If she don't want to sign it, she don't want to sign it. But there's a lot of that going on in Hollywood right now because of the money. Maybe she's waiting to sign it when, because some women are like that, where they want to divorce you, but the lawyer go to the lawyer. The lawyer might be like, you know what? You know, you could sign it, but you're gonna lose more because you're the one that stepped out of the relationship first. So now she's probably waiting for like the next 2 years before she could sign it. But it's a ball game. That's all it is. She might lose more than Pop. That's why she don't want to sign it. So I'm saying that's how those things work. That's why you see most women, they don't want to be with you. They don't want to divorce, and that's why you see even the thing with Tristan Thompson and what's her name, they kind of waited before that. Yeah, you're right. She kind of does. You're right about that.
Hold on, Chef. I gotta toss some fajitas real fast. Hold on.
Yeah, right. Go ahead. You know, I get it. It's true though. It's true. Because in today's era, like, you know, you're doing something like that and you're doing business like that, we gotta be on. You know, you gotta be married. But look what's going on. You know, Rihanna and A$AP Rocky. And I get it. A$AP Rocky was never married. You know, but I get that you can put them into them the same. But I'm just saying, like, they're having a wonderful relationship and they're not even married. Brandon Ingram and Glorilla having a wonderful relationship. You know what I mean? And they are, you know, I just seem like to me, but they're gonna get married. And I think she has a baby on the way too. But you know what I'm saying? Like that right. When you have a woman that don't want to sign the papers, bro, it's kind of hard. Trust me. Every man could tell you. A lot of men went through that. You know what I mean? I know women that went through that. You know, when and like 2 years later, the husband finally signed the you know, the divorce papers. Yeah, it's true. It's true. That's what I believe. You know what? I believe too. I believe she was flirting, because I believe too. So I agree with that statement, because here was I agree. I'm gonna play you one, let you hear what she said. And if you've seen the video, it's like she was kind of trying to like cover up a little bit. I believe she was talking to dude. Here's why I believe she was talking to dude, because Remy didn't want to sign the papers, and Papoose been loyal to Remy for so long. You know what I mean? So she kind of had that insecurity as Pap might go back to, you know what I mean? But when you start a relationship with any girl, you might be still talking to the girl that you've been banging before, you know what I mean, that just don't want a relationship or just want to mess around with you. And then now you get in a serious relationship. You're kind of like, all right, you know, me and this person is about to be public. You know, I can't, you know, so you don't fuck with you don't do the stuff that you used to do. You know what I mean? But I believe she did had somebody on the side just in case. You know what I mean? Pop tried to, you know what I mean? I believe she was doing all that. But then she find out that nigga knew 50. So she's like, fuck it, I can't do that because you have a nigga that talk so much. You might expose my business. So I really can't fuck with you because I'm already fucking with Pat. That's what I think will happen.
Good afternoon. It's 2 o'clock, 5 o'clock for some of y'all at. What's up, Justin? Hey, Emmy Boo. Okay. I'm going to start with this. One, this is how you recognize weirdo niggas, right? This weirdo, Maserati Bud. First of all, ever since I met this fool, he's a fan that asks for a picture. He has went from there to something else.
When it comes to matters of the bedroom, mixing it up can make all the difference.
At Sleep Country's Mix and Match event,
my bad. Hold on, I don't have to add that. My bad. Fucking add it. There we go.
First, let's start with this. We know this clown is lying. We know. But 50, I'm finna get on your ass. But hold on. You mad that I recorded your dumb ass?
I did not fuck her. Okay, but you understand what I'm saying, how it looks. Because he not know how it looks. You keep acting like y'all don't know who y'all dealing with.
So, you hear what the nigga said? The nigga said, I did not have sex with her. That's 50. Y'all acting like y'all don't know who y'all dealing with. The nigga like to stir up shit. I keep telling y'all, yo, you can't make this up. You can't make this up. And yo, this is insane. This is insane. I gotta lie. This is insane. This is insane. Listen, this is insane. But you know, you hear the dude say he never did nothing with her. He never did nothing with her, and he told Shorty like, you know, the girl said it looks away though because it's coming from 50, and then she's like, yeah, I know 50. He's like, yeah, I know 50 years. He said anything, you know what I mean? But they never got down like that. You know what I mean? The man cleared his name, yo. Never got down like that.
He has been back in the corner. This man keep dissing him. I did not F her. So why are you lying, telling 50 that we did anything? I have never been romantically, sexually, nothing with this.
But the man just said that's 50 Cent. He gonna do whatever he wants. He ain't never, he said that's 50. Yeah, I never said that. He basically said, y'all know who y'all dealing with. He just gonna run with whatever he want to run with, right? And I think that's crazy. And this is what's going on the internet is, even with the AI, we don't know if it's true or if we don't know if it's human form or if it's AI. We don't know if it's true. People always put anything out there because we love the messy shit. We love to see people, breaking up. We love to see all that drama. As long as it happened to us, we cool with the, seeing people losing, breaking up, their husband, their wife, their child, and all that stuff. Talk about except for us. As I said, if you don't want nobody to talk about your wife, your husband, your kids, don't do all that. Don't support this type of stuff. You know what I mean? Kind of like, yeah, but but you hear the nigga just said he never told 50 that. 50 made it up. Basically, he's saying that. He just said that. He said that. We want it back. Let me know if y'all can hear it right. We play it back for y'all. That's crazy.
Man never kissed them, hugged them too hard. Is this man fucking crazy? This stud-looking ass boy is pissing me off. And then 50 think that just because he can go talk him out. Let's talk about how you recognize weirdo niggas. One, I don't know you, right? But somehow you always got videos and pictures of me. I ain't know who this man was to my best friend Nee, the one that called him. The one that called his dumb ass. She said, Rez, did you know that this dude Maserati Bug got you all over his page? I said, what you mean? She sent me his page. I go to his page. It's nothing but pictures of me. Videos of me and her together. We don't even know that this dude is even around, bro.
Weird shit. So when you have men doing all that, going around taking pictures, that's how a lot of y'all be doing that. A lot of y'all be in the clubs and, these girls standing, instead of going over, y'all be making videos. It's the same shit when they were showing the stakeoff stuff. While the argument was going on, if you seen in the takeoff murder case up there with Quavo, they was taking a video of the whole girl ass was out, the girl ass and everything in the back. Some of y'all gotta stop that because it's gonna be a point of view. If y'all are making videos like that and put it online, and the female don't know that she was out, that y'all are having her ass like that out, they could get a bag off of y'all. I'm just saying, real shit.
That's sad.
Okay.
That's sad. So this dude been clout chasing since he tried to tell the Isha black girl, tried to fucking
It went out, Chef. Kenny's got a point.
I'd seen. My bad. I was talking to my shorty, talking to my
Yeah.
girl. Yeah. But yeah, yo, that type of stuff right there is not good. And she don't have. Remember the whole
Those
thing.
my DMs
Remember the
because
whole
I'm really
narrative,
just-
y'all. You can't be lying. You can't say it's trolling. Like this is what I was saying, Sean. Trolling and it's still a different thing. But when you're lying, you say you got shot 9 times, then you said your boy got the girl pregnant. Then the man said, I never had sex with her. That's him. That's how he talk. Y'all know he does. He just say whatever he wants because he wants to be on the algorithm. Do you want me to play? We wind it back. You hear the nigga was talking on the phone, talking bad about his boy, like not knowing that he was getting recorded. You know what I mean? As I said, gotta be be careful. You gotta be careful when you start talking like that. 1 second, she 1 second, she don't know him. Next second. Yeah, she's that's what I was saying too. She's like, I didn't even hug him that tight. I caught that. I did it. Right? Did you catch that? I caught that, Sean. I caught that.
Yeah, I saw that. I heard that.
Yeah, I caught that.
I heard
But
that.
that's what I'm saying. They was with together, but I think once she found out that this nigga knew 50 and that it was like that, it was a game thing. You know what I mean? They was talking. Maybe she was at one point, but then Papoose came, you know what I mean? And then he just like, all right. But I think Papoose kind of like, you know what I mean, came around when they was talking. You see what I'm saying? But then she started talking to Papoose, and instead of him. You see what I'm saying? That's what it looks like. Because they knew each other. And you could tell they hang out.
Confused about. I know for a fact I told this dude, I'm not interested in you. I know for a fact, so now I got to go to my. Now Clarissa got to turn into the bad guy. Here we go. It's goofy. I'm gonna take it back to where this shit start at. Boom. All right. I'm gonna have to put my camera for this one because what is this boy dumb? Okay, Maserati. Take me off your page. You got this video, whatever these pictures was, take them down. He took them down. It messed up my page. Everything is lined up by 3s. Okay. It's not that serious. You have your videos on my page and don't nobody film me and you together. All I ever did was show he begging to not get these pictures taken down. Excuse me, bud. I'm going to report it if you don't take it down. Make you 2 other posts and replace them. Take me off your page. You're gonna mess my page up. Whatever that fuck that means. You never said you had a boyfriend and you know it. I took it down. I 100% told you I had someone. You didn't. You already confirmed it in our text. What if I get a boyfriend? What you gonna do? That's what you said. I said, I told you I was in love with him. Who is him? Pap, you idiot. So what are you talking about? You told me that, and that's why I went back and got with my girlfriend. So why you mad? I'm not mad. I don't give a shit about what you do. You hurt me first. Don't post me on your shit, and you got your women. I'm happy for y'all. I kicked it with them on Christmas because you was with Pap, which is great. I spent time with you even though you crushed me. How can you crush someone with something I already told you? Bud, you got to stop. I was still crushed. You crushed your own feelings. You told me after the internet shit. You didn't want to accept the truth. The day before that, I had no clue. He said, I told you before when the internet stuff happened, you was just mad that it was him. I never told you who I was with. I just said someone. I don't care about him. In your brain, that meant no one. Of course you don't. In my brain, you're who I care about. Stalker. Till I see a ring, I don't care what you're talking about. This is me telling him, you slow as hell. I know how to treat a woman. Man, I told the nigga no means no, nigga. What the fuck else do you have to say? What else do you gotta say? No means no, nigga. And I'm getting treated beautiful over here. I'm happy y'all believe in fake text messages. I believe in me. I know how to play my position. There is no part to play. Another picture of me. Delete. I never played with you. And that's it. I get it. That's my role. You fucking up. I'm fucking up. You have to be stopped.
So now I know, Sean, I know you've seen this. I know he's probably seen the video. Everybody, I don't want to get copyright. But if you see why she was reading the text, right? She was kind of cover up certain things. Right? You seen the video, right, with her? Yeah, she kind of like, she read some, but then you could see her big thumb kind of like cover up certain things. So I knew she was fucking with that nigga, but I don't think they had sex or relationship. They might have met. They might have went out as like a group. Like, oh, like me and you will grow up, and like me and you will be like, all right, guys, we're gonna go over here today. You know what I mean? Me and Miss DMG and you and my girl, we're gonna go. You know what I mean? But that was it.
Yeah.
Like, group. I don't think, and probably like shake hand and you know what I mean, hug. Because I know she hugged him. I mean, because she said I never hugged you that tight. So that was that to me.
Yeah.
So yeah, there was some. I don't believe there's no sexual contact because he said he never hit it because the man for 50, yeah, but for him he's like, yo, this nigga trying to get me in trouble. I could get in trouble. I never said that. He said that. If you guys hear how the dude was going off, he did not want to get in trouble. He make sure he cleared that up. Like, yo, don't put that on me. I never said that. That's all he did. He do that for the internet. Niggas will tell lying coochie for the internet.
It's gonna look real. It's gonna look real bad for 50 if he get caught in this lie, because they gonna wonder how many lies he been telling.
Yeah, you know what I mean. It's crazy because if you're telling lying to coochie like that, and on other other coochie that you ain't never touched, you see what I'm saying? And I think it's crazy too because it's insane, boy. This is I said this is I can't lie.
Them text messages sound like somebody who really thought they, and I done seen this before too though.
Yeah.
Somebody who think they got a girl.
Yeah.
And the girl don't really like them like that.
Yes, right. That's what I said too. Thought they was, thought that was their girl and they could like, nah, fuck you. I don't care if you're not married, so I can do whatever I want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Y'all gotta stop that. That's why y'all be getting these charges, y'all. Because y'all think the woman don't get married, y'all can push up on them. You get these charges because of that, these allegations. You know what I mean? Because that right there, if a woman says no, and you're still calling her and said, I don't care about that dude. I'm that.
So when women don't block you, when they block you, they care about you. When they don't block you, they just building evidence because they don't care.
Mm-hmm. Real talk, yeah.
If somebody care about you, they block you. They can't stand it.
Can't block him. I don't know.
If she didn't block,
I don't know. I think she didn't block him. I don't know. But if you're thinking, and whatever. But I said, well, my
right
thing
now it's going right in line with even. Let's just say that he did tell 50 that, and now he acting crazy, right? Mm-hmm. Let's just say that happened. No matter how it goes, this is all going to fall back on 50 because that's where the information came from.
Right. Exactly.
None of this is going to fall back on him or her.
Yeah.
Right.
And you as a man, you talking like that. Females gonna look at you like, how the hell are you talking like that? So much.
Yeah.
That's why a woman is scared to give 50 Cent the coochie, yo. Is he put everything out there. Yeah. Yo, I'm telling you, there's no more hit and run, yo.
If I was Pap, I wouldn't be mad. If she was defending herself like that, and then the dude was coming out and saying, again, he did make a diss against 50, so all this is gonna go right back to 50. Right. And now we see why this song probably was enticed. I mean, we do get it now, right?
Yeah. Real, right? I'm lying. It's insane. Yeah, yo. Yeah,
I mean, we can't deny it at this point. You get where I'm coming from? It is what it is. So at this point, we do see certain things happening, and 50's everywhere.
Can't lie, you just like, man. I don't know, but let me.
50 he's everywhere. He's in everything. He's in everybody. He's
everybody's business. All over the place, yo. And I think it's crazy though, Sean, that he goes after a woman. He just like when he gets frustrated, he just aims at the shorties, yo. That's crazy. That's crazy. But his situation is worse than Papoose. If Diddy did his girl worse. But we ain't got no evidence. We have evidence and Diddy doing his girl. We ain't have no evidence of Papoose girl being pregnant with someone else's baby. Like that's what he put out there. That's insane. And talking about sex tape and all that. As I said, we all know when people said they had sex tapes, people got sued for that.
Who do you think you are, bud? I'm a good man. I said, okay. You can't bring what I bring to the table. What do you bring to the table? All this stuff he say, blah blah blah, trust, love, blah 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 blah. Okay, but I don't need you to do that. Man, if somebody don't get this man off my motherfucking 50, your boy lied. Okay? And now 50, you're going to get sued for lying and telling everybody with your, now I'm finna go to 50 page with your big blockhead ass. Finna go to your page. 50. Now we gotta go to your page, 50. And I'm still not done with Bud ass, but hold on. I gotta go to your page, 50. You got to be dumb. You got to be dumb. You got to be dumb. Because if I have a recording of this bozo clearly saying that we never had anything sexual or we didn't do nothing or we didn't have sex, why are you still insinuating on your post that I had something going on with this boy sexually? Then, right now, it's 5 o'clock. It's 5 o'clock right now, or 5:30 where some of y'all at. Your blockhead ass said yesterday you had Ring camera footage and you had videos of me in the shower or whatever the fuck you said.
Yo,
where is that?
insane.
You don't get to insinuate stuff like that and you don't have to stand on it. Where is that?
Yeah, that is insane. That is insane. As I said, people remember the last person I said they had that.
Now,
go ahead, right? Go ahead.
I was gonna say now, Sean. I'm just gonna say this, and then you can have it back, Chef. But now, Sean, now you see why she let him continue to talk.
Yeah.
Now you see why she never blocked him. She let him continue to talk because she knew that this was all gonna come back on somebody else. And it's all gonna. It really ain't gonna come back on that guy as much as it is 50, because all that guy has to say really now is, I didn't tell 50 any of that. He's making all that up. Y'all know he be trolling. See how that works against you? Remember when I said it's dangerous to just be trolling without, any real motive? See how that works against you?
Yeah. That's why she never blocked him, because when a woman's trying to get you an allegation in the industry, that's what they do. They don't block you.
They don't block you.
They don't block you.
And you block yourself to death.
Yeah, because if there's one day you're gonna go to court, you're gonna say something, you're gonna be like, "Yo, I'm gonna have to stay away from this."
They have all the messages.
Yeah, they have all the stuff. So
and if you mad, and think about it like this: if you mad, and sometimes you be forgetting that you say stuff.
So yeah, you got it documented right there in your phone. What's going on. Real cool. But man, I don't know.
He's in the predicament now because 50 Cent does that. That's what he does. He charges. That's what
the dude said. That's what he said. Sean, you hear what he said? He's like, that's what I can't control what 50 does. That's what dude said. He can't control what he does. That's what he does. He runs. You know what I mean? He never said that. He said he never said none of that.
You're right.
He never said none of that. He said that I can't control what 50 does, but I never said all that. That's what he said. So,
she's in this predicament right now, not because of what she did in the past, but because 50 Cent won't shut up.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. What does Tiny have to do with what does Tiny have to do with him and TIB? Right? What does Tiny have to do with TIB?
Yeah, exactly. I'm saying, yo.
Papoose went after 50. 50 went after Papoose girl.
Yeah.
What does Clarissa have to do with anything that's going on?
Right.
And be honest, what does she have to do with the diss track?
It's true though. What if you're right though, right? What does he have to do with it? It don't make no sense. I think that's kind of getting corny now, you know? Whose girl is gonna be next? And then when Jay-Z wasn't when Jay-Z wasn't responding to him, what did he do? He went and talked about Beyonce, and Beyonce mom said, you better stay away from my daughter, right? And that nigga like said some serious message to that nigga. That nigga eased up real quick. Yeah, boy.
And he took it all down before a fight. I mean, he had already put it up there. You can't unsee stuff.
Yo, I want to see, like, listen, yo, we got to see a fight. Just like we got this fight with Blueface, you know, and everybody else fighting. You know, the West Coast niggas them get knocked out. The West Coast niggas will get beat up last night though, but I can't lie. By them Chicago niggas, but I'm gonna say this: it's time for a fight, yo. Yeah, he gotta get in there with somebody, or he gotta get in the ring. If they're not gonna do the 1v, somebody gotta fight. Somebody gotta get in there and fight. I don't know, but you know, I can't take the whole going after the female all the time. It's kind of like crazy. Yeah, it's like, yeah, it's so true. It's almost like 50 Cent sexist. Everything. I'm gonna show you something, right? Ever since the whole thing happened with his girl, as I said, 50 Cent trying to change his old, not trolling, trying to not be, you know. And when
nobody's talking.
Go ahead, Rex.
No, I was just saying. He said everybody's talking about them because 50's talking about no. Mm-hmm. Everybody's talking about 50. That's what it was earlier, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Wasn't it? Everybody's talking about 50. It was marketing. Mm-hmm. Now we just changed it to now. Oh, they're getting all the clout from it.
Yeah, but
we can't pick and choose what's going on with it. What's really happening with it?
Yeah, it's true though. We really can't do that, yeah. We gotta.
That's not. Do you know what I'm saying?
You can't really do all
that. Doesn't seem all the way fair.
Yeah, he moved kind of sexist, yo. It's true though. And that, you're gonna hear a lot of girls come out and say he's sexist because you know, as I said,
it's giving them the clout.
Yeah. But you remember though, Sean?
It's giving them the clout.
Clarissa Shield and 50 Cent, Clarissa Shield and Remy Martin, they was going at it, and then 50 Cent jumped in it and made himself relevant because he should have had no say in this type of stuff. That's why I understand why he get mad when people talk about the Diddy and his, you know, and the girl's situation, because when Remy and Clarissa Shield was going at it at first, he jumped in and made it all about him. Made it all about him.
He didn't switch to Tay. They've been cool for a while. They've been cool for a long while.
Yeah, for real though. You know, he moved kind of like, I can't lie, ever since the whole breakup with the girl, ever since the you know when somebody's bitter, ever since the whole breakup with the girl that did it to him, he's been bitter, yo. He's been super bitter. I can't lie.
Yeah.
50 Cent wasn't like, after a while when he, you know, even like he never used to pay attention to Ja Rule. I remember one time they're like, we still got problem with Ja Rule. Like, I'm not worrying about them niggas like that no more. I'm on a different level. And now he's like, ever since him and this girl got out of that relationship, bro, he's just been on one. He's been on a serious, he's been on a crazy ass mission. And he's been crazy. I can't lie. And let me know. Let's be honest, yo. Sean, let's be honest about this. When he was with this girl that Diddy was with, he was not acting like this. The only reason why 50 started acting like this is because this girl exposed everything that he had going on, right, to Diddy. And then after that, when niggas find out that, yo, Diddy had his girl, that's when he started went bitter. He went back into that bitter stage, talking shit, went off and hurt.
Nobody was talking about T.I. He had 6.6 million views on his last song before any of the dissing came out.
Right.
What do you mean? Do you see all the memes that they made of T.I.? in his song, and they wasn't talking bad about him. It wasn't no dissing. Everybody was like, "Oh, he brought the old people out." What are you talking about? He was number one on the Billboard. What do you mean? What do you mean nobody was talking about T.I.? That's why a lot of people are interviewing. That's why a bunch of radio stations in New York are interviewing T.I. right now and not 50. Last month. Last week he just announced number one on the Billboard. All you gotta do is look these things up. Let them know. Him, way before the Tiny Pick, like a month before.
Yeah.
The song, let them know.
It's true though.
The song, let them know, just came out.
Yeah, that song right there have way more. That's why we gotta people. I gotta ask people this, right? He should have had numbers like that and his diss track. Because none of 50 Cent's diss tracks getting views like that. None of them is getting numbers.
He said it wasn't popping. I mean, okay, I agree with you. That's all I can do at this point. If you say that, if that's the way you feel already. But the numbers don't say that. All you gotta do is look up the video.
Yeah, the video is like dropping numbers, man. And I'm still waiting for some of his diss track to hit 1 million views, bro. Like, you know, I'm just saying, like, if you claim you're the algorithm, then you should be that. You know what I mean? That means everybody rather listen to T.I. Pat than you. Just be honest. We just need to, you know what I mean? He's good at the trolling game, but when it comes to like other stuff, let's be honest, my nigga. Like these niggas, they like these niggas more than they liked you. That's what we're seeing right now. Is niggas like, you know, like listen to his shit, and I think that's kind of like got him mad. Is where, you know, it's like, all right, these niggas now, you know, I'm making them hot, but my song is not hitting 1 million. Their song, so that I think that made him feel some type of way about not being, you know, what Daniel, what's going on? You know, that he's making everybody hot, but he can't get up to them numbers like that.
Why are we looking at it wrong when that's what happened? I don't think we're looking at it wrong when that's kind of what happened.
DC, what's good, bro? Welcome back, DC. Welcome back. DC said, what album goes?
What's up, DC for you? But yeah, what are we looking at wrong when that is kind of what happened, right? When what we're saying is kind of what's happening, how are we looking at it? What's the wrong way? What would you say we were looking at it wrong? Mr. Howard, nah, that was a Pharrell beat.
Yeah, that was a Pharrell beat, right? Yeah, Mr. Howard, that was a
Pharrell beat. Yeah. Pharrell Williams. That's what I'm saying. What made you think it wasn't hot? Gotta be honest with you, it was hot. Now that may be, but we was talking about T.I. We can't switch to Papoose. And I don't know Papoose. I don't know if any of this was going on before Papoose made the diss track, but this might have been why Papoose made the diss track, because everybody's still trying to figure out what Papoose got to do with this. At least I am.
Yeah. You gotta understand, y'all. If we line on the, certain things, man, we gonna find out the truth, though, Sean. We gonna find out the truth. You know what I mean? Because somebody, if there's a sex tape, trust me, it's gonna get on X. It's gonna get on X. We know we're gonna.
No, T.I. was, but that's what I'm saying. T.I. was hot.
Yeah.
That's my point. T.I. was hot before. He was already hot for the winner.
Yeah,
we can't do that. When T.I. was already hot for the winner, for the end of the winter in January.
Yeah, you're right, Rice. You're right. He was already hot. As I said, from T.I. came out, he was hot.
He was already hot.
He was already hot when he came up. It's not like he took a while. You know, some rappers they took like 3 years to jump off.
Yeah.
He was already making hits, yo. You know what I mean? Some rappers, as I said, he's one of them bounce out rappers. I'm like, damn. You remind me of Lil Wayne. When Wayne came out, you know what I mean? It didn't took Wayne that long. See, we know Wayne was gonna be hot. You know what I mean? Because we hate him on the features with the Juvenile, but we already know he was gonna be good. That's why when he dropped his album, we're like, all right, the album is good, but yo, T.I. was already a problem. Remember, T.I. was on that gangster shit. That gangster shit that niggas never really hear the song bragged about it, but like, he just on some different time. Like T.I. was, man, he was that guy. I can't lie. In his time, he was that guy. I can't lie. He made a lot of good songs. And when Rice played those T.I., I'm like, damn, niggas forgot how lyrical T.I. was. I don't think 50 Cent was that lyrical. No, seriously. I don't think 50 Cent was lyrical like
T.I. was.
What's going on, Riaz?
Riaz, what's up? T.I. was hot everywhere. Y'all, don't act. The song is number 1 on the Billboard. Quit playing.
Mm-hmm.
What you mean it wasn't hot?
You're in LA, nobody bumping T.I. You said nobody.
Yeah, you're right. Nobody bumping T.I. in LA. Nobody bumping T.I. in LA, but I bet you get the Steve Harvey show. So if anybody listens to the Steve Harvey show, they bumping T.I. in the morning.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, they are. Oh, yes, they are. I listen to the Steve Harvey show. So that's a lie.
Yeah.
You just told one lie. That's a lie.
Real. Yeah, much respect. We had happy Sunday, brother. Yeah, but I know, like, I don't know, but I didn't know West Coast. I don't respect West Coast. The West Coast niggas never gave T.I. love anyway. I never.
Yeah, really... they did. Yeah, they did. He got on West. He went to the hood to the Bloods that he said he claimed.
Oh, he did?
Yes.
Okay.
He had Young LA. Where do you think Young LA from? Hey, if you in LA, where Young LA from? All right. Just check it.
Yeah, DC saying that. DC said that they never bumped. Let me make sure I get that name right. Hold on, who was that? Yeah, it's DC.
For real.
DC for real. Said.
If it come on 2-3 times in the morning on the Steve Harvey show, and you listening to the Steve Harvey show, wouldn't you agree that you listen to it? I mean, just go. I mean, I thought I heard the premiere of the song. I went on TikTok and everybody was jamming. I mean, white people, black people.
Yeah, it was all jamming to the T.I., right? Yeah, everybody. Yep. Big trend.
Everybody doesn't. They don't even make a dance to the song. What you mean he ain't hot?
I can't lie, it's trending.
You're not getting on the thing about the Steve Harvey show. You're not getting on there unless you bomb. What 50 Cent song they play ever? None. Not one. Not one.
None, yo. None. One.
50 can't rap. 50 would rap, but he can't. Do you know how many diss tracks he done made? Now tell me any of them is just the bomb. And be real with yourself.
Yeah, they're saying this. That's why everybody's saying Clarissa Shields said she gonna make a diss track about him too. That'll be funny as hell. That'll be funny one nigga in LA wants to hear. Come on, yo. T.I.'s, I'm gonna tell you, a lot of them LA niggas is not. You know,
Numbers, men lie, women lie.
What's her name? Roddy. What's her name? Roddy Rocks.
Which album? Get Rich or Die Trying? Because ain't none of the G-Unit albums went nowhere, and I think Buck was the hardest artist he had beside Game, and all he did was make fun of him.
I think Roddy Rocks. I think he's one of the illest niggas in LA. That Mexican nigga. You know what I mean? But he gang bangs a lot. Man, we like him. But yeah, LA got their own. You gotta understand though, DC. For real, LA got their own little swag, their own thing. So they're not like really.
And don't nobody listen to nobody out of LA. Like ain't nobody listen to 4XL or none of them. They all listening to each other. Y'all got Crip Mac out there rapping. Y'all got you be getting Dope Fiend and rapping at the same time. What in the world going on in this California that I'm not used to? For real. I'm out of Oceanside. Ain't no way in the world we be glorifying no Crip Mac. He be somewhere on the sideline doing exactly what he do. Crip walking. And getting beat up all the time. We're in this new LA. What in the world's going on the West? The last person to go platinum on the West was who? Kendrick?
Yeah.
Or Nip?
Yeah.
As far as we know, it's not hard to go. It's not hard for people on the. See, this the thing about the West Coast, like I try to explain to people. It's not hard for people on the West Coast to go platinum because there's so many people. There's just so many people. That's why that's why they had the Game Corner for so many years.
Oh, they got more.
They never had to leave New York to go platinum.
Right. They got an easier door for them. And the rest of the
yeah.
They got a door for them to open than everybody else. You know what I mean? The West Coast has got more of an easier door to open for you to get.
I mean, it's a lot of rappers that is platinum on the West Coast. I'm gonna be honest, ain't nobody down south, ain't nobody on the East Coast ever heard of. Like, I didn't know for it. I wanted to know the 4XL, the little dude with all the tattoos on his face that look crazy, like he tough. Yeah, I wanted to know when did he become a rapper? Because I never heard of him. He was on the Police show though, so he's somebody. And then the one who blew his hand off, I didn't know he was a rapper neither.
Hey DC, did you think Blueface was gonna win too last night? Because I noticed a lot of y'all niggas were thought Blueface was gonna win, even when he was getting beat up. Niggas thought the fight was tight. Hey, you know what's funny? You know the funny thing? When Krishan Rock is gonna hey DC, Sean, you know what I mean? Make sure y'all come back when I do this story. When Krishan Rock ain't go up in her fight, she gonna win, and that gonna make Blueface.
Right. So, you think so? Yeah. The only rapper I really know is because it's my homie's nephew, and his name is YT West, and I think he had a Long Beach. I listen to him.
Beat up Blue. Hey, right, they pushed that nigga up the ring, right? Hey, yo, it was bad, yo. It was bad. They had that nigga. They did that. Yo, it was bad. They was bullying that nigga. I said, you can
Man,
run
I
it.
be trying to tell y'all, these street dudes ain't as tough as y'all think they are. All they doing right now is exposing people that went to prison and learned how to prison fight to show you that nobody in prison can really fight. Why y'all scared of these niggas?
How you thought Blueface was better than him? No, come on, DC. I understand. You're from LA. I get it. You guys, I get it. You know what I mean? Because last night it was a Cali. You're right. It was a Cali versus Chicago last night. The one nigga got in the ring, pumping up. You know what I mean? Doing the whole Crip thing, blue glove, blue everything. The nigga got in there. The Chicago nigga knocked that nigga on the floor.
Cause niggas that can't really fight.
Let me show you something. I'm gonna show you something, right?
You niggas steal off on niggas hard, punch real hard,
right? Going up in the hood,
jump on niggas real good. But
I'm not taking anything away from Blueface, DC. I'm not taking it. Blueface is ready, but he's not ready yet. No, for real, Sean. Blueface is ready, but he's not ready yet. He needs like a good to learn how to stop smoke weed and maybe like a good, because if you want to go up against Jake Paul, I'm telling you, Jake Paul is good. You know when the nigga goes, if he dies, he dies. Yeah, Jake Paul.
I used to slap back in the hood and I tell the dude in the hood, I'm not even gonna hit you in your face. That's way too easy. I'm telling you now, I'm just gonna slap your stomach till you get tired of playing. And that's all I kept doing was slapping his stomach. He ain't know how to guard his belly button. He did not. I would pow, and I was like, this man about to punch you. Couldn't touch me.
That was crazy last night, yo.
And most guys that like that in those fights, like a Blueface, they got 3 good swings and they got one combination, and it's 1 jab, 2 jab, wind up as hard as I can and throw everything I got in that one. And if they miss you with that one, it's lights out with me. You're gonna be punch drunk. I'm gonna hit you everywhere but up under your feet. And I saw that in Blueface's sparring when he was sparring with everybody.
He was sparring though, he can't lie.
The worst thing Blueface could ever do when he was sparring was go on the attack. Cause they was, man.
You know, he's not ready.
They paid him man to go on the attack and make him think he had something and dip up under that one, and he take that long swing and they be right next to him. You don't even know it.
Yeah, he wasn't ready.
Bing, bam.
Yeah, he wasn't ready, boy. Listen, the dude, like, man, you know, you gotta come prepared for a fight, yo. He never came prepared. He thought because dude was fat, you know what I mean? But yo, the man had more stamina than he did. I think if he would have won the next, like, yo, the Blueface got handled, bro. He got handled. You know, it was Chicago versus LA. Yo, y'all LA niggas come out.
I think that
y'all niggas come out like y'all Debo, and them Chicago niggas, yo, them Chicago niggas is crazy. Them Mama Duck niggas and them Oblak. It was crazy. You're right. It was crazy. Like I said, this is gangbanging. Bro, they gangbanging in the ring, bro. It was insane, yo. Them Chicago niggas, they could box. I can't lie, they could box. You know, but I see the bias even in this fight. When Blueface was down, I said, you know what? I'm gonna show you something. When I know Blueface gave up in the 3rd round, bro. After the 3rd round, he was done. He was done. And I'm like, damn, dude, you know what I mean? Dude right here handling him. You know, like, you know what I mean? And as I said, if you want to go up against if Blueface wanted to go up against him, you gotta at least put on like more. I'm gonna say, how much more pounds you think, right? So I'm gonna say more, maybe like 10 more pounds or 15. Because if you watch the fight, dude was throwing his. If you watch the fight, he was throwing his fat all over Blueface. At one point, he had his body on Blueface. I thought Blueface was gonna fall on the floor.
Yeah, but that's what you can't. When you boxing, you got to be able to negotiate that. That's the easiest person to fight is somebody that want to lean on you. They right there.
Exactly.
They right there. They right there. Everything open. That's why you don't let no big dude. That's why I don't let no big dude get up on me. Now you stay out there. I need you taking wild, strong swings. I need to feel the wind go by when you swing.
Yeah.
I saw that one coming yesterday. Ooh, you in trouble. Sometimes they swing so hard because they be thinking it's there, or they be scared to death they gonna get hit, that's when they fall down.
Right.
And when they fall down, oh my God, oh my God, that's when it's fun. You get the tap dancing on a nigga.
Right.
And they get in the right position, trying to get up, kicking right in his asshole, right in the hole. Pow! You'll see nigga hop up, go to grab that more. He don't want no more. He done. He can't even stand up straight. You know, damn near broke this nigga backbone. That little piece on the bottom. But that, like I say, I haven't seen anybody that can fight. I mean, this ain't the first one. Y'all see Charleston White fighting the Island Boy? That was wild.
Chibu, like the dude there, the black dude, Chibu, he went off on him, right? He like, and he was fatter than that. They was saying like, yo, Blueface should have had more advantage. That's why everybody thought Blueface. The man was fat. The man went in the gym and
What was the
gym, lost weight and came back and like beat him up. Like, bro,
y'all remember when Nina Boy fought Bosco? That was a if that wasn't a comedy show, could neither one of them fight. I thought as tough as Nina Boy talked, I thought he could fight. I thought he had something.
Listen, I thought Blueface lost it in the third round. People was like, when Chibu was dealing with this nigga, yo, people thought Blueface was up. I said, how was he up? That man, look at his face, yo. At one point, he was drooling like his whole. You know when someone's getting beat up, right? When they nose starts snotting. You know,
that's when you're tired.
Yeah, big spit coming out of their mouth.
You tired.
You sipping out, drinking alcohol. Niggas think they big because they could imitate somebody. This nigga right here, he said he smoked weed, but he wasn't drinking like that. Blueface was doing all that, drinking and smoking while he getting trained for a fight. And you know, y'all know Blueface needed to win this money too because he lost money. Because remember that. Why do you think Blueface is on all these apps, TikTok, favorite? Because he just went through a scandal. Like, remember 50 Cent was saying, Lion and Clarissa Shields said, oh, he have a sex tape. Blueface said he had a sex with a girl. I had to pay the girl at least, what, 30 to 50 something? You know what I mean? I had to pay like 200 or something. I don't know if it's like 20 grand or something like that or 20K. But he had, you see what I'm saying, Rice? He had to pay money for that. Yeah. Lying on the coochie. But man, I think 50 Cent would probably win with, in a bigger. I don't know, but I think 50 Cent would probably win with T.I. in the fight if they go and win in the ring.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I ain't got about that.
But
He did. He lost focus because he lost focus. When I saw him, like, damn, Blueface looked pretty good. He was his footwork. Like, this is what happened in the third round. He stopped using his footwork. He just started doing whatever. Like, he was tired. But this dude, like Chibu was with the shit, my nigga. He was with the shit. He was like, you know what I mean? You could tell he was trained. He was ready to go. Like, you know when a nigga ready to go? He was ready to go, bro.
Yeah.
I don't think Blueface thought because he had to wait, he was gonna go in there and look good. He was not ready to go.
Yeah, it depends on how quick 50 is. If 50 can really fight. From what I hear from New York now, this is what New York is saying. Nobody in Atlanta is saying T.I. ain't who he says he is. That's all everybody else. But in New York, everybody's saying 50 ain't who he said he was. He never was. We just let him call himself the king, but we never thought he was the king. We just let y'all think he thought he was the king. We never thought that. So it depends on if 50 can fight. I just said it's some big old dudes. It's some big old dudes that can't fight. It's some big old dudes that can fight. I can guarantee you one thing: it ain't nobody in the rap industry want to fight Willie D. I can promise you that. In the comedy industry, ain't nobody in the comedy industry. I don't care big or small, little or tall, that want to fight Ali Sadiq.
That's the case, y'all.
That's what hey, let me tell you something. That's what these boys do.
When they want you to win and you don't win, yo, everybody goes crazy, yo. I directly dude got knocked out, yo. I can't lie.
For real. Let's put 50 on somebody his size. 50 and Willie D. I bet Willie D older than 50. I bet he knocked 50 on his ass. Let's put T.I. with somebody his size. Ali Sadiq. I bet Ali Sadiq get him, and Ali Sadiq an old ass comedian. But that's what these boys do. It's different when you're a Golden Glove champion or you've been fighting Golden Glove champion your whole life. Versus fighting some nigga in the penitentiary that just swing wild, hoping to hit your ass. That's what they do. Yeah, you know, I don't know. I have friends sometimes that get fresh out of penitentiary and they used to throw that shit around. I had one homeboy get fresh out the pen and he was down there talking about how he was fresh out the pen. He called himself playing with this young nigga. Young nigga called, he checked him real fast about that. My homeboy thought he was gonna whoop that young man. Young nigga whooped that boy so bad. And the young nigga knew what he was doing. The first couple times my homeboy got hit, the young nigga didn't even have to hit him. The young nigga just stuck his left out there and the dude ran right into it. He just punched himself in the face. Kind of like that Island boy did when he was fighting Charleston White. Just kept punching himself in the face. Every time you step in and throw a punch, he just stick that left out there and you run right into it. Pow! Hit yourself up against the head, up against somebody's fist. Right. That's when you hitting your face on somebody's fist.
Yeah, yo, that nigga was doing Blueface dirty, yo. Was pushing him around.
Well, he did. He was in New York. I mean, they all went to New York. Didn't you see 50's grandma's 50 mama grave? I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, he did say, and it might have pissed 50 off in the song because I'm pretty sure T.I. said all the way from Bed-Stuy to Crenshaw, let them know. Where's Crenshaw at? You in L.A.?
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Did he say that in the song?
Yeah, he did.
What? Huh?
Blueface guy.
Didn't T.I. say that in the song?
Yeah, this
Where's Bed-Stuy?
I don't think this might put Blueface back in the ring. I don't think he wants to fight again, bro.
What is the original name of Bed-Stuy? It's not Bed-Stuy. That's like the slang name for what is it really called?
Is it Mossy? Bed-Stuy? I don't know.
It's on the I Love Everybody Hates Chris show. That's where Chris Rock say he grew up.
Bed-Stuy? Yeah.
If you look on the Everybody Hates Chris show, that's where Bedford there it is. Bed-Stuy. That's what T.I. said in the song, don't he? All the way to Bed-Stuy, all the way to Crenshaw. I mean, I don't think you've really heard any T.I. songs. He's probably got some really hot artists out in L.A. that are Bloods that you probably ain't. All you got to listen to is the GDOD album. Didn't I tell you, Chef, a lot of stuff gets suppressed?
Yeah.
You jamming last night, right?
Yeah. Well, jamming was pretty good, yo. I can't lie.
You never heard of Spody, have you? You never really heard of Spody, huh?
No.
But let me see on the GDOD album or GDOD 2 album the name of the song, and I'll tell you the artist that's on the song that's from LA.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to get it up. Cause T.I. went to LA and he was out there chilling on the block with them boys with the Bloods.
Yeah.
He did a video about it. He did a whole video with it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the song is called Trouble.
Yeah.
The album, I know the album is GDOD. Let me see.
Blueface footwork is getting good, but he needs more training in the boxing game. Can't lie.
Where is B.O.B. from? What about Watch the Duck? Where's Watch the Duck from?
We said Watch the Duck.
Watch the Duck. Let me see where they from. Look like they out of LA.
Mm-hmm. They is.
Huh?
Yeah, I think they is.
Uh-oh. That's GDOD, baby. I thought you said T.I. didn't have nobody in Cali.
Non-stop. But he does, though.
That's such a game. That's also a game. Seem like it. He has done things like a king would do. I don't know if just in the South, but he could make young Joe is hot. Joe been hot.
Mm-hmm.
All the T.I.'s artists are hot. That's why I said, you know, Yachty is right. Yachty wasn't hot, and he ain't even do gangster rap. We do know that it was two tips. It was a Q-tip and a tip, and T.I.P. ran him out the box into his career. We know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
We know little Flip don't exist because of T.I.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Right.
We know that Shawty Low, it had a problem in the industry because of T.I., right?
Right, yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Can't lie.
No, all you gotta do is go to Bankroll Mafia, listen to the song Hyenas.
So the song Hyena?
No, it wasn't that Q-tip. It wasn't that Q-tip. It was a dude that named Tip that was just as hot as T.I. that came out. That's why T.I. just called himself T.I. and not Tip. Because of the label. Without a label, T.I. and Thugger came out, and Dro just had dropped a monster hit like last year. We Be in the City. What you mean? But yeah, I mean, and then he kind of stopped doing comedy, everything, cut his hair, and then came out. You know, he kind of came out this year and he got hot. Now 50's mad at, and I'm gonna tell you something. Me and Chef was listening to this album last night. Chef, remember what you know what else we were listening to? We was listening. That was a T.I.'s album when he was in jail, and he said it while he was on the album, didn't he, Chef?
Yeah.
He said a year and a day and counting, and he was talking bad about somebody in the album.
Yeah, he was dogging somebody real bad.
But I don't know. In the industry, we don't know. I don't know who he's dissing. But now it seems to make sense. Because him and 50 did a song together. Then he went to jail. 50 called him a rat. So in jail, I guess he made the album. I'm not for sure what happened. But now 50 said, keep your name out my mouth. I mess with Grand Hustle.
Right.
So I would been done told y'all, oh yeah, it's about to heat up to be between 50 and T.I. The last beef T.I. really had was with Ross.
Yeah, that was it.
That was it.
Yeah, and he could have handled Ross because Rick Ross is not like that.
Yeah. It just kind of died out.
Yeah.
He didn't ever have any real beefs with anybody else. Him and Luda did some punchlines against each other. Luda and T.I. both said it wasn't a real beef. They used to see each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. Him and Shorty Low, they used to see each other. It wasn't no real beef like that. But when you put a man wife up there,
yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you, if you hadn't heard that, if you hadn't heard live from Forest City Correctional Facility, that's what me and Chef listened to last night, man. And he had, man, let me tell you something. That's the one. A lot of people ain't heard that album. That's the one.
Yeah, we was jamming last night, boy.
Yeah, that and I'll tell you another album that people don't overlook. F the City Up. With him and Jeezy starting off. He got everybody on that album too. I mean, another just you can just put that out.
Yo, TMG, what's good, y'all?
Good, what's good? What's good, King? Much respect, bro. Good to see you. Yeah, man. But yeah, though, he lyrical though.
My bad. Much respect, y'all.
Jeff saw that last night when he made the song to the government, and then he talked to his first baby mama.
That's why he got in trouble. That's what I'm like. Oh, that's when you hit me last night. I'm like, that's why they got him. If he wrote that song. If you notice, If you notice, he kind of got off of that type of rapping when they got him. You know what I mean? He kind of got off.
But he said it. Yeah, he said, "Can I say this? I can't say that." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He got off.
He talked dog bad to the government about everything that happened because, like he said, y'all set me up. Yeah, y'all ain't even trying to go after the people that did this to my homeboy. Y'all set me up. Y'all set me up. Y'all sold me that stuff. And because you thought getting me was more important than taking care of what really happened. Taking me down was more important than dealing with somebody. And that's the reason why I was getting the stuff anyway, because I was going to deal with it on my own. Like a gangster. And y'all caught me because y'all set me up.
Hey, yo, what's your point, yo? You think Clarissa is lying on that? And you think she holding some stuff back? We know that they never had no sex, but I knew because you hear a friend call and say, yo, what's your boy talking about? And he's like, yo, that's 50. Like he's just trying to roll with roll with something for the internet. He ain't never said none of that. So what do you think about him backing up, saying that he never did nothing with her? And what do you think about that, Hazy?
Well, on him saying he never did nothing with her, that makes sense regardless if he did or didn't. You know what I'm saying? No matter what happened in this situation, he supposed to say ain't nothing happened.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm starting to look at this shit like
it's made up.
Yeah, I'm starting to look at it like I said before, tabloid TV.
Yeah. Someone showed me, a girl, sent me a video and said, look at this. Remy said her kids asked her what's going on, and she explained to her kids that they're only doing this for some, for show and whatever. Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, that's some. Oh, I don't know. It just,
Yeah.
it's hard to decipher what's real and what's not now.
Yeah,
Because it's just people doing too much right now, man.
yeah, way too much. Way too much, yo. Can't lie. That's what I said. Some of it overplayed. I'm with you with that. I'm with you on that. Hazy. Like some of it seemed like it just for like it's just to like for like what's going on in New York. It's just to put like that type of bring that the thing over here. Because
Right.
bring that on this side because they don't really want nothing on that side no more like what they used to. Like think about it. The West Coast been controlling shit for a minute. Like they've been, but now it just seems like they're trying to shift change. And I'm with Hazy. I think a lot of it is made up. I don't think I think half of this stuff is even real with her. You know what I mean? I think they have something that is going on between either they sign some type of thing to do this. It's crazy. That's all I see people acting up. I'm like, damn, y'all don't even know. Like, y'all think
I think somebody got some type of like network type of deals when it come to YouTube, IG, TikTok, and all of that. Whereas though they get a bunch of people under contract, and all the views go to them, and they just pay the people.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like you pay somebody like with the like for instance with the podcast, the Jim Jones and all of them. I don't think they doing that. I don't think they doing that to try to get the YouTube check. I think somebody paid them for their likeness, and the views go to that person. You know what I mean? And they took their check and just keep on pushing.
For it. Hazy, you pay for that off top. There's two ways you can go about that. You can get you especially on TikTok. TikTok offer their own management group on their on their algorithm through just people, and they announce it all. They sell it all day. Plus, if you post a video, you can pay for your views and likes. It tells you that.
Yeah.
If you get $10.99, you'll get 20,000 views.
But you can't monetize them views though.
That's the whole thing. That's the problem with it. That's where it sticks. Now, when you got a agency, what they call an agency, that they even have it on YouTube. When you got an agency, they'll push your algorithm, your likes, and all that stuff. I think those are the guys behind the bots.
Yep.
Yeah.
And let me say something else. Let me say something else, Hazy Rice. The people that they sponsored for are doing the bots too. The people that sponsored it, they channel and say, you know what? They always say, da, and then they say, oh, I'm saying this. They just reading all this stuff up, right? Yeah. I think they thing, yo.
Just think about this. I was about to say, as far as the bots, think about this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say it's 100 of us, right? We got 100 people, so we doing promo. Somebody pay us to do the promo. They automatically got that. They got them 100 views straight out the rip, but we can make it more by way of we doing 15 people watch the video at a time. All of them hit the like button. Right. It gets more views. When they get the more views from them hitting the like button, we send 15 more to watch it. They hit the like button.
You remember last time during pandemic era? Oh, you probably don't remember. My channel was about to be monetized before they took it, the whole thing. But you know how I got my view hours up? What they used to let you do on YouTube? We used to make playlists of all our shorts. Yeah. And we will put that playlist in a favorites folder on YouTube, and then you just go and make that folder public, and you just go there and watch me and let it roll while we sleep or taking a break. You just let it play.
Yeah.
And I get my view hours and my view time and my viewers. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm killing three birds with one stone. You watching the video constantly. You get what I'm saying? And then as long as you're watching it, let's just say you watch it, you let that roll for 8 hours. I got 8 hours worth of content that you've been playing. That's that many minutes. If I can get 10 people to do that, you get where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
60 times 8. Yeah, you at 5,000-6,000 minutes in a heartbeat. That's how we used to do it. Now I don't know if they let YouTube do that no more. But that's how we used to get our watch hours really quickly. That's why I had so many watch hours.
It's a lot of little tricks and shit.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to introduce to us back then to make everybody successful where we could all be streamers. But that's why I say people call me crackhead and all kind of stuff. I couldn't get it off. We could have been, man, I went to other communities and learned how they was making theirs for real, because they all monetize. How y'all all monetize?
Yeah, because they help each other out. I was trying to do the same thing over here, but niggas got mad and try to do something else. Because we had that whole group for a while, yo, because everyone was getting in the algorithm. We had our own little algorithm. Our algorithm that we had, it started at like 7:30. That time all the way back to 1 o'clock in the morning. That's how our algorithm was. Playroom. That's why people used to come on at like 7, 6. Dogface used to come on at 9, but niggas messed it up. They started doing other shit. You know what I mean? But that was, and like what Ryan said, we could have been making where everybody got monetized, but people are just yo. They just want to do something else. And I thought that's what we should have been doing. Is that right there?
That's what I was trying to do was get we all supposed to be monetized by now. We've been doing it for too long, fam.
Yeah, just playing around.
We all had the watch hours and watch minutes back then. We had it before the pandemic hit. All we had to do was take that pandemic room and couldn't nobody go nowhere and show out. Because we had it. And I'm telling you, we had it. That's how I got into other different communities.
Yeah, we had it.
Our algorithm was popping. And I was trying to bring it home.
But when niggas start coming out and reporting and doing shit in the back and start getting people's channel flagged, that also ruined the community too.
Why do you think that folks started coming out every time everybody get close to monetization? All of them, keys, anybody. What would happen? Somebody show up on their panel and they just so friendly now because they done got comfortable, get their whole channel shut down. They know what they doing.
Yeah, they know what they were doing.
These been the trolls that you've been trusting the whole time that you thought was your friend.
The whole time, that people been hanging around with. Like I said, the whole time. We seen that. We know who it is. We seen the people that got the people that they was fucking with, channel took it away right after they stopped being friends with them. And I've been saying that. I called that person out. I said, yo, that's the person that's banning y'all. Everyone's like, no, Chef, you're just saying that because you're not friends with him. Well, dog.
Already. There you go.
He proved it to himself because he came up in here with a fake. That's like if he came up in here. I could look at Hazy's name right now and say, that's a real Hazy. I could look at Rice because that's how we do it. I don't just let anybody up. It says King Hazy right there and it says, Rice name right there. It got Coach Hood on it, right? Cuz Hood. My bad. So, like, I'm, Rice? I already know who that is. You see what I'm saying? So, now, when you come up with a fake Hazy and I click on it and it says something different, you can't let someone on your panel like that. If you see Hazy name, you gotta click on the edited, the 3 little buttons up there. Just click on the top one, and then it shows you that's not a real person. And that's why they couldn't have got me, because every time they come in the chat, I either put up a picture in front of it like this, so when they come up, they can't really do anything to me. The only thing they ever come up here and say is the N-word. That's it. But yeah, them the niggas I was doing it. All them niggas, I said, them the niggas I was doing it. We saw who the trolls was. Rice ain't lying. You saw who the trolls was, and they explained that they was the one that was shutting people. They shut down. They messed up the algorithm in the community. That's why I said I'm not allowing that this time. I'm not allowing people to come back.
Yeah, for real, hey, for real. I was trying to say, man. Yeah, that's what happened. They tore it up, and I believe it was the unsuccessful ones that tore it up for the ones, and they knew we was beefing and we was already divided, so they played on that.
Yeah, he said Papoose this song. I said Papoose next this song.
Better have a hook. I don't know.
You gotta have a hook.
Banks didn't have no hook in his, and that one was real hard. A lot of people ain't never heard that. It's called Friends. I mean, it's called It Bees That Way sometimes. I don't know if he was talking 50 or not. All I know is he starts off the song said, shouts to the ones that's real, shouts to the ones that's fake, the ones that got the gate to claim the next man's fate. But as long as my legs stand straight, I'll be running to catch my cake. So he said something in there that alarmed me because at this time, Banks and 50 was into it. And 50 let us know that.
Yeah, 50, I don't know. I think the Banks and 50 Cent shit need to squash up.
I don't know why he'll shoot a subliminal at 50. He better just go ahead.
Who that, Banks?
Yeah.
Yeah, they am.
He better just go ahead saying what he gonna say, because the subliminal shit gonna go worse for him than just being a silent nigga about the shit and getting at him.
But you gotta understand, Banks probably know shit about 50 Cent. Nobody knows about it. They probably know shit. They probably all know shit about each other. That's what I'm telling you. That's what's going on. Because he was riding with, and Yayo too. They was riding with them for a long, long time. They was riding with each other for a long, long time.
Yeah, Sean, that's how you get your watch minutes up. Just get you a crew, and whenever y'all ain't watching it, just put it on the list, on the favorites list or whatever list you can. They make their own list and put their own videos in there. And you just watch that.
Yeah.
So you get your work. You watch it. Your followers is another thing. Just don't fall out of the algorithm and you'll get your followers. Be consistent with whatever you do and you'll get your followers. But at this point, some people that tell the truth, I'm just not gonna get no more followers.
Right.
Like you could follow me right now and it ain't gonna show.
But your followers have been going up though, right? So I can't lie. You got more followers. I saw your your followers. Yeah, your followers are going up.
I mean, going from 1,700 to 400 and just getting stuck there just kind of bothers me when I had 1,700. That just chaps my eye. But I understand it ain't pandemic no more. Hardly anybody's doing it no more because, man, we had the whole no sleep game. We didn't even go to sleep. If somebody streamed, it was a 24-hour. We would go go to sleep, wake up, and
I would get off. The next person on, the next person get off, and the next person be on. Like, we got, like, that's what I'm saying. We need to, but people hated. There's people, as I said, some people only wanted them alone to have 100 people, and that's when you gotta get. If you have a circle at your building, they're getting 100, and and then you're getting 100, and then you never said nothing about their 100 viewers, and then they start talking shit about.
The best thing about it was, like I was trying to do over here, it was planned. Like this was Lucia's slot. Okay, this is Gordia's slot. This is what you call a slot. This will be somebody else's slot. Then they gonna fit me in here.
Hazy.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we had everybody. So when you're about to get off, you would be like, "Are you ready? Are you ready to go live?" Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll be in there later because I'm gonna go to sleep. So they'll just let it play while they sleep. They running your live, so you getting your watch minutes. I'm telling you, we was all banding together because you didn't have shit else to do. Why not try to make some money off the motherfucker?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's going because remember, I'm hearing right now behind the scene with this war going on. We're in a first wave, and we don't know that we're in a first wave because oil, everything is going up, groceries. Just now you're not gonna be able to. The food bank over here, they cancel it. They said a bomb hit the food bank, so no people can't get food no more.
I try to tell you.
It's about to get rough. It's about to get rough for like April and May.
About to be rough, bro. It's about to be rough, bro. It's about to be rough. I'm telling you, it's about to be so rough. If you're not saving
only thing that I'm regretting is what happened when it gets rough like this. You guys, you know what happens to small towns like mine? People that have it in the bigger cities and want to continue to be comfortable, they move down here. And then they try to impose their own rules. They move to small places like this because they're not losing anymore. Does that make sense?
They go where it's cheaper to live.
Here you go, Hazy. Thank you. Thank you. Every time our population goes up, you can tell we're in a recession. Our population just shoots up. Everybody's looking for somewhere else to live. And they're taking the money out of the city per se because they're living here, but they're working hours away.
Yeah.
Or they're hanging out hours away. They're just living here because it's cheap and they can afford the gas money.
Right.
And they're no longer losing. So we're gonna get a bunch of people moving from Austin, a bunch of people moving from Waco. That's why I gotta hurry up with my shit. I'm on the strict timeline right now, for real, because I know what's about to come, but I know that I won't have it. I don't have very much. I won't have as bad.
You know what I ordered? Hazy rice that you know those portico, those little grills that you put like the little thing in it, fuel thing, and you put it.
Yeah.
You just lock it up. Yeah, I got a couple of those. I'm gonna buy 2 of those, right? And then I got some more of them thing coming because it's gonna be crazy, bro. A lot of people don't even know. It's gonna be insane. Like they're gonna be insane. Like they're gonna be like you think you see homeless people now? In the next 2 to 3 months, watch how much homeless people you're gonna see, bro. It's gonna be insane.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Before they be homeless and lose everything, right now the farmers are holding on to what they got, and they're really just getting a chill right now because, like the sheriffs and stuff, they ain't going out reclaiming no land right now because we in war. And they don't. And there's too many battlefronts right now. You got people worried about ICE. You got people worried about just the PD. You got people worried about the administration. And you got people worried about what's going on overseas. So it's too much to go out here and reclaim stuff that people really ain't able to pay for right now.
Man, they just loosening up on the gun rights. They trying to get the we ready to be in a position where the public gonna have to be involved.
Yeah.
That's why they loosening up gun laws, yo. Like you don't got they did away. The Supreme Court did away with the carry permit.
I know it's gonna be some crazy people taking advantage of that. There's gonna be some crazy people taking advantage of that and doing something.
With the carry permit requirement, should I say? Let me get that straight so y'all understand what I'm saying. That's an extra step you don't gotta take.
Right.
When it comes, you know what I'm saying, getting guns. Or in the firearm and shit, they want the people to be able to defend the land. I see what's going on.
It's gonna be crazy, yo. I'm telling y'all, it's gonna be, that's crazy though, because you shouldn't have, that's what I'm saying. That's before you go to war, you gotta make sure everything is in control. You gotta just come up big bad and bold, like, yo, you know everything, and just let off everything all at once.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, TMG. It wasn't no time, yo. You see what I'm saying? They was gonna play games around November with the midterms, and then he wasn't gonna be able to do shit, and that shit would have been real bad, yo. He was in a position where he had to make a move, and he probably had to sit there and seriously consider
what they're saying, yo.
What he gonna do?
If you hear what they said, Hazy, he made a move because they pushed him to make a move Israel.
Israel, yeah, I know. Israel, that's the thing. Israel was about
Israel helped him got in there.
Israel was going to make the move anyway. Israel was going to attack Iran anyway. It was going down, and we were still in the same situation was going to happen with the Strait of Hormuz. So either we was going to be in it and beat them. And you know what I mean, we're gonna deal with this hardship for a while, or we wasn't gonna be in it, and we was gonna deal with the hardships anyway.
But
and if Israel would have lost, that would have been real bad for us. See, we gotta know how to separate how we feel about. Well, everybody. Let me say this: the people gotta learn how to separate how they feel about Israel versus military strategic tactics and shit. You know what I mean? Regardless if you don't fuck with them or not, the move had to be made. It was the right move. That don't mean, when I say it's the right move, that don't mean everything gonna go well. You know what I mean? Some of this shit gonna be fucked up, but it was the right move. It had to happen. It had to happen.
That was for them though. That didn't have to benefit them. Had to benefit the North America. That was only to benefit Israel.
Nah, it benefit us too, yo. They got a problem with us too, yo. They been chanting death to America, yo.
I know they did, but like what?
Not only that, they was going. Not only that, they going the whole time. If you see them teaming up with Russia and China now, that's what they was gonna do anyway.
But Russia already said this a long time ago. If you go at them, we gon', you know what I mean? They already told them already. Like they already told. They told that when they was at the when they went to the meeting, like yo, if US, you know, they need to tell them to cease fire and stand down, as we're gonna get in. And everybody just looked the other way, you know. But if they would have been like, you know,
look what you said. Think about what you said. Just think about what you said. Russia said they was gonna get in it. That's another way of saying, let them get their shit up, or we gonna get at y'all. Let them get their shit up so we can get at y'all, or we gonna get at y'all.
That's who's selling them the shit, though, is Russia. That's who's selling them all them drones and all.
So the beef had to go down. Once you see that, if you the president, look, once you the president, once you see that, if you see that's the setup and you the president, you gotta act on that, yo. You responsible for the people. You ain't responsible for their feelings. You're responsible for them.
Yo, it's bad, yo, because I'm gonna tell you, yo, it's bad because what the whole world is saying is they're saying like, yo, they just slaughtered, like they said what they're saying is no, like since the war started, no kids died over here. No kids died over here.
I know 100 and something kids out of
all these kids died.
800 and something people, 100 and something was kids. I know.
No, it's like 2,000 and change people that got killed, bro. And altogether, when the numbers are going up, more innocent people are dying. No innocent people died over here yet. Stuff got, but no.
Listen to me, TMG. Listen, yo. That's war, yo. That's what war mean, yo. That's what war mean, yo.
That is war.
War don't mean you can do it. War don't mean you can do it in a way that people ain't gonna go. War mean people is going to check out. It's gonna be more.
That's a war crime, though. That's a war crime, bro. That's when you bomb. You know, when you bomb like innocent children and stuff like that. And
what they did, they put a school on a military base.
No, Iran. No, because thing gave them bad intel, right?
Yeah.
But they put a school there. They put a school there that wasn't there, and it was on a military base. Yo, it's trickery.
No, because Israel gave them bad intel. That was Israel's fault. You see what they did before the investigation was done? They blamed it on America. They thought that wasn't us. That was American fault. You're gonna be on the same side. We on the same team. But
no, it don't go like that. It don't go like that. Nobody have to tell nobody who missile it was.
They said it was American. They said it was American missile. That's what they said. It wasn't theirs.
Listen, Israel can't tell nobody who missile it was. It go by satellites. When the missile go off, it leave a signature in the sky.
You're right. I thought it was.
The satellite pick it up immediately. The satellite pick up the signature of the missile right away within a minute, 30 seconds to a minute. You know exactly where the missile came from. You can still see the thermal shit in the sky of exactly where it came from going all the way. That's how they blowing up all the fucking Iran missile launchers, because once they launch, they just trace it right back to the source and boom, blow the shit up.
Yeah, but when they asked Trump about it, he was trying to like go around the question like he wasn't there, like he wasn't there. Yeah, he was trying to
all bad intel this time around.
They gave him bad intel, y'all. They gave him bad intel because even he said himself, I thought Trump himself said something is going on because I thought we weakened them. He said out of his own mouth. He said, I'm shocked that they still have all this stuff because I thought we already damaged, we already did all the damage to them. He said that. He's surprised at all the shit's going on. And the longer it goes on, North America can't afford it. Bro, we had soldiers that went over there. They blew them Canadian soldiers back. Nobody's scared to go over there.
Is you crazy talking about we can't afford it? Is you crazy?
I know. But hear me out. The economy right now, Hazy. The economy that we're right now, we can afford it. But we owe trillions of dollars.
Yo, hey, TMG, we had this conversation as soon as Trump got elected, right? And we was talking about this war shit and all of that. And y'all was talking about the American dollar collapsing. And I asked y'all, I said, yo, when all of this happened, what do y'all think the military gonna be doing? And I told y'all, yo, before shit fall apart, the United States is going to horse. They are going to horse. It's not going down, yo. They got too much ways to just take everything if they want.
Yeah, but they're saying the people are saying that Donald Trump started a war that America can't afford. This is what the experts are saying.
White House is saying this now.
That's what the White House is saying. We can't afford it because if they already cut, like, no one, like, remember, people are supposed to get qualified for food stamp. You're not gonna get qualified for food stamp now because no one's getting it. Nothing. No welfare is coming. None of all that's done. There's no more food stamp coming. Everything is like.
Listen, bro. None of that is not. Do not trump them getting that nuclear weapon and joining up with Russia and China, yo, and collapsing.
Nuclear weapon. Nobody needs that. They don't have.
It don't matter.
Nobody has growing up. Nobody
if they need it or not. The conversation is that's what they was going for, and they would have joined up with our other enemies, and it would have been bad, yo. The same collapse.
They never attack nobody. My thing is though, you assume, right? But they never attack America, bro. Even
nobody's ever attacked anybody like that but us all the time. If it was fair, as many military bases as we have everywhere else, how come nobody else has that many military? They're not allowed to put a military base over here.
Yeah. And Hazy, hold on. One second. And I think Netanyahu is getting kind of paranoid because if he's doing the same shit that they're doing, saying that he's saying next minute he's dead, next minute he's not, then that means he's not sure who's really gone and who's really not. I know what you said. I know we were supposed to get a speech out of him, right? But I want to see the speech. I want to see if X is gonna post him talking. But I think he's playing mind game. He think he's figured out that they're playing mind game with him. They are playing mind game with him because apparently now they don't even know if some of the leaders are even dead. That they said this today. They said they don't know for real if some of the leaders in Iran are really dead. They don't know that. Yes, it came out before that they died, but they really don't know what's going on. No, like me and you, because we've been seeing all the fake stuff, AI videos, people posting all this other stuff. You see what I'm saying? Really trolling. You have to come in here and talk about rice. My nigga, the thing said, stick to the comment, bro. What's wrong with you, bro?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Hazy. My bad.
That really don't even matter because the simple fact they wiped out the military, yo. Their military is done. It don't matter who alive. What they gonna do?
How they still letting go of rockets, yo? They still letting rockets at the embassies. Like the embassies are getting hit every day.
That's the mobile rockets, and they got drones other places too. Yo left instructions what to do when he died. The first Ayatollah, he left the directions what he want done in case he died. So it's the people still carrying out his orders what to do, what targets to hit and shit. You see what I'm saying? That's how they able to still do it because he left instructions what to do. But they down bad. They down bad, man.
We're gonna find out. I'm telling you, because the way the people are reading the news, bro, they're like, we thought it would have been already. We don't. It's getting out of hand. Like Iran, it looks like Iran has got more stuff than they thought they had. That's what they're saying. They
I don't know who thought it would have been done already.
Trump said it. Trump said it.
Everybody said it.
Trump declared.
Everybody's asking the same question, Posey. If you're saying that you took out all their missile launches, why are they still launching missiles?
Right, and Hazy, don't remember Trump said, "Oh, we're done with them. Just know they're gonna call me and tell me who they want to be the leader. We don't know who's gonna pick the leader." And then nigga, no, we're not. Who told you that? You know what I mean? They said, no, we're not. You know what I mean? So, if you want to take over.
Don't be ATMG, don't be green, yo. Don't think that they going to get on TV and just tell the whole plans and the whole dealings, yo.
I know.
You got to read between the lines, man. You know they can't just sit there and say everything. Yo, this shit is pretty much, it's a wrap, but they got to get in there. They got to get rid of certain people, yo. So listen, I'm going to tell you what's going on. Mr. Prediction and shit.
Yeah.
I'm probably the best on YouTube. I'm ready to start talking about shit. All right. Yo, they sent some niggas in there on foot, man. They sent some SEAL teams in there, yo.
I know, but that is suicide mission, bro. You know what happened to the Canadian? I'm telling you. Yes, 2 days ago.
It ain't a suicide mission. Listen, I ain't talking about troops. I ain't talking about troops on the ground combat. I'm talking about, yo, they snuck a team in there, yo. Listen what I'm telling you, yo. Niggas great go carry out some orders. You forgot how your military get down. You forgot how they really do shit, nigga. They caught Bin Laden in the room, nigga, with the flashlights, nigga. It was a dark room, nigga. They had the flashlight on them and hit them.
I know that, but yo, them niggas is different, Hazy. It's not like 20 years ago when they used to. They different now.
I know they're different. I got a lot of respect. I know how they get down, but yo, that's why you gotta get them. That's why you can't argue that he went at him. That's the most perfect reason why he had to kick that shit off, man.
No, we're about to like it's about to be so many hungry, starving people right now. People are mad. You know, it's crazy, and I get what you're saying because a lot of people was like, yeah, we're done with it. Now people losing their business and their money and their stocks going down. You hear them, oh, we never wanted this. Yes, you did. Yes, you guys did. You guys were the same person that said, yes, Trump, go get the nuclear. Now, they're losing stocks. Everybody's losing stocks, right? Because stocks in America has been dropping for like ever since the war. It hasn't been going up. Ever since the war started, the stocks have been going low and low and low and low.
I'm still on course. I'm still on course for my prediction. What I said 18 months. I said give it 18 months. And shit gonna start getting back good. So that's right. No, that's a year and a half.
That's like July. Easy. That's going to happen in COVID, right? We gonna have.
That's like July.
Go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying that's like July. That ain't that far. 18 months from when he got in there. He got in there January last year.
No, I thought you meant the war. The war. If the war is going on for 18 months, bro, that's.
No, I'm talking about. I said it's gonna be rough for us for 18 months when he first got in there. I said we're gonna have hardships for 18 months. So I predict probably around the summertime, midsummer, shit gonna start getting back good. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be a bumpy ride, but I already expect that. It gotta happen, yo. It had to happen, yo. Listen.
You know what I'm hearing right now? You know what I'm hearing? This is the people. I'm hearing like someone else told me this to a Caucasian dude. He's like, yo, I have military background. This is the second wave of, food. I'm like, what do you mean? It's like, this is the first wave. The second wave is going to be certain, the third wave, I don't think people is going to be able to order even a fucking coffee, he's saying. You know what I mean? It's going to be crazy, bro. We're going to the first wave right now at groceries. You see how high the shit went up? You see how oil and everything went up? Bro, I went and looked in the thing today to get an oil. You know, a cooking oil was almost $15, $20, bro. I looked at the shit last week. It was $7, $6, bro. It's insane.
That's how good we got. That's how good we got it. We don't think we supposed to face no hardships. That's how good we been having it. Look, the military is the reason why motherfuckers is free enough to feel like they've been something been taken away from them in the first place, yo. Because
go ahead. You said right, the military what?
I said the military is the reason for that.
Yeah.
Why?
Because that's why your country on top.
So being great means
your military able to
being
huh?
Being great is equivalent to being a bully.
I don't really think that these days is equivalent to a bully. I think it's a bully. I think we got a bully history, but I think we're in position now, and I think a lot of more shit is fair. You see, people can decide whether they want to get in it or don't get in it. That's up to them. You know what I'm saying? Everybody free. Everybody pretty much moving. Everybody pretty much moving how they moving.
Okay, so would you say that it would be okay for China to put a military base over here if it was gonna make us some money?
It ain't no military base in China.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, would it be okay?
If it was one over there.
No, I'm just saying, would it be okay? Because we have military bases in some of the places where, like you said, they don't like us.
So are you mad that your country have a military advantage over others?
Kind of, because it don't seem like it's doing very much good right now.
How you figure that? Because you gotta pay a little bit extra for food and gas and shit. Shit a little rough.
That's terrible. That's terrible. That means
we
go extra on food and groceries is 99 cents.
It's hard for me to pay like $4. I can't fight.
It sounds like you crying. That's what it sounds like. It's like you crying about something.
No,
like you can't be pleased.
I'm asking questions. I'm not.
It sounds like you crying about the conditions when it ain't even that bad.
All that we gonna have to suffer for 18 months. That's somebody else. That's not me. So I'm not down bad like that. I kind of seen a lot of things coming while I made certain decisions I made. So I'm not that crying or nothing. I'm just asking for the general principle of the people that are crying.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like when you acting like it ain't
the people that crying and making the most excuses right now are the people that voted for it.
You don't see the benefit in him knocking them down. If you don't see the benefit in him knocking them down, you blind.
It's not me. I'm not crying about it. I'm like, okay, whatever they do, they're gonna do it, and let's see what happens.
Can't stop it. That's why I feel
every time everybody just keep asking the same questions. Every time we say that we've done something, whatever we say we've done or destroyed, they just keep on doing it.
So what?
We disabled this and disabled that, and they're like, okay, whammo, 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 to a whole bunch of people until the countries that we are cool with over there are saying, look, man, y'all got to do something. Because we can't be a part of this no longer.
Well,
it's happening over here, and it's not happening on your land. So you don't get anything.
Apparently, you think war is one-sided victories. It's going to be casualties on both sides. That's what war is.
No one said any of that. What I'm saying is, how is you supposed to be defending somebody and they got to defend themselves? We got military bases in Qatar, right? Why does Qatar have to defend itself if we got a military base that's supposed to be defending them? Ain't they our friends?
Hey, right. You talking about stuff that don't even matter right now. They doing what they doing out there. We talking about why they doing what they doing and whether or not it's going to benefit the people of this country. That's all that matters. Don't try to tell me nothing about
exactly what I'm talking about.
Because if you want to talk about, all right, hold up. Since you're defending all these other countries, let's take a ride through any hood right now. What you gonna see? You gonna see a bunch of corner stores with Asians and Arabs running them, and they got a bunch of fucking unhealthy ass snacks, sodas, chips, cookies, candy, all of that shit. You gonna see Chinese stores and fast food spots. You ain't gonna see hardly nobody with nothing healthy in the hood. You gonna see liquor stores. you're going to see all of the other countries with all of this other shit fucking us over, and you act like you care about them or like they care about you.
I just have to say something to you, Hazy. Not in Texas, because we have Dry County.
Well, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about.
A bunch of that stuff, and nobody is really having to deal with these Asians that's doing it wrong in the hood. It's the same one.
You arguing on behalf of you arguing behalf. Look, you arguing on behalf of.
It's the same one that have always done it. That allows people in your neighborhood to just put liquor stores in there. They did it on purpose. The same ones you defending right now. They said, no, Hazy, you can't have no loan and put no vegetarian store up there, but he can have a loan where you live to put a liquor store there. The same ones.
No, I don't see that happening. That's a lie. But look, no, I don't see that happening.
All right.
I don't see that happening.
Can somebody tell me what the Ku Klux Klan said why they don't have to go into the hoods no more? What do? They throw the guns and the liquor stores in the hoods and they let the problem take care of itself. And the Ku Klux Klan said that. So the same people you defending,
I can go in. The government. Okay, you defending the Muslim country.
The government since Jim Crow.
So I can go in any Muslim store and I can get gummy worms and pork skins. Any Muslim store and I can get gummy worms and pork skins. They sell that shit to you, but they don't fuck with it.
Okay. That's the same way you're not supposed to get out on your own job.
Let me show you something. So you see the stuff that they order, they have to, like, if you got a list of stuff that what sells in the area, that's not their fault. That's what they give you.
You only sell it because you buy it.
You sell it because you buy it because that's what they can't just sell Muslim stuff. You know what I mean? They got to sell what the community is selling. That's not really their fault. That's just like what the industry is. Because they're gonna put that's everywhere. The stuff
you quit buying it, they quit selling it.
Yeah, half of the stuff, Hazy, half of the stuff, right? They have in the store. They don't want to. They have to sell it because it's just it's a part of because I know. I mean, they don't they don't purposely do that because if they have a choice, trust me, they wouldn't sell that.
Everybody mad because I'm a shoe salesman and I'm selling everybody's shoes, but ain't nobody got no shoes on. That's that was supply and demand. You ain't got no shoes.
Man, y'all making excuses. What I'm trying to tell you is
I'm not making excuses.
Supply and demand is not an excuse. These are numbers. Numbers don't lie.
I'm not making excuses, John. I'm just saying, like, they do that, like, where they get these stuff, like, they, I know they got it. They got an order list, and they come in a variety, or you got to order everything. How this shit go? Yeah, so they give you a certain stuff and certain stuff. So if you want to make money to pay your rent, you got to check that off and keep it there because that's what's more popular. So now everyone's getting that. You got to keep that. You see what I'm saying? Half of the time, they don't want that shit in their store, but they got to put it in because they're not in their country. They in North America or America, so they have to sell a product. You see what I'm saying? That's how it is. But I get what you're saying, though. I totally understand what you're saying.
The whole hood filled up with people that just sell you bullshit.
And the whole hood full of people that buy bullshit. Because if they didn't buy bullshit, they wouldn't sell bullshit.
So you don't argue on the behalf, though. That's the whole point.
I'm telling you, you can't sell me nothing I don't want. Why would you even try?
No, that's what the options is. You heard them just say you gotta get that if you want to pay your rent. You heard them just say the whole rundown how it go.
Mm-hmm.
You isn't necessarily true.
Yeah, certain things though, what you like certain popular things, you have to check it off. Like you have to check it off. Like if you got like a whole bunch of Doritos, you got potato chips, and like you might not want the thing, but you have to get that. The pork in it, but they have to get it because that's what sells. They can't get something and put it at only certain people gonna buy. Like what I mean? The only people go get away with that was vegans because everybody's a vegan and everybody is like but certain stuff like challah, you have to. They're not gonna just like in Canada. You're not allowed to put that unless you're going to a Muslim where there's all of this, all of meat and all that stuff there. And you're not gonna find. And even when you're going and even when you go in a halal meat store and to buy halal meat, you're still gonna find all that type of stuff. They pork, you know, the pork sting and all that type of stuff, because that's what they don't have anything else. So you have to put certain stuff. I'm telling you, and a lot of us do that. Think about it. How many stuff you don't eat and you see it in the store? There's a lot of stuff that people don't eat and it's in the store. There's a lot, like, you know, there's a lot of drinks that you don't drink. It's in the store.
And if it stays too long, and Chef, guess what it does? What happens if it stays too long?
It's expired.
If it's in the store too long, they send it to a fulfillment center. The fulfillment center already got boxes on hand that say dollar store on it. So it goes to the next store for cheaper. And they give it another date.
Yeah.
They already have all this planned. That's what I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like the corner store, right? We're selling alcohol over here, but they can't sell hard liquor. You only have to sell champagne and beer, right? You can't buy hard liquor. You can't buy. It's not like you guys over there. We could go to the corner store and buy Hennessy. You can't. You know what I mean? Because they won't allow it. You know what I mean? But they will argue. They'll be like, you know what? Sell this champagne, sell this, but they won't allow you. You can request it. Say, I want to sell.
So how y'all get liquor?
You have to go to the liquor store. You go to the corner store and you could buy the beer, the champagne, but you cannot buy.
Oh, right, yeah, I get you.
If you buy the hard liquor, then they're killing their business at the regular liquor store. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, beer store and the liquor store is having a problem. They're fine. So that's why they made it like that, where they could only sell it 7 in the morning to like 7 at night, or 11 o'clock or was it 7 or 11? One of them, 11 o'clock at night. But even still, that's still, you know, fucking with the bar business and the club. That's why the clubs are so fucked up. You know what I mean? Because everybody's now, the club scene, no, you know what I mean? You can go to the corner store and get a bottle of champagne, beer and all that, and the alcohol. So why go to the club and buy the $200 bottle when you go to the corner store, $100 bottle? You see what I'm saying? So that is killing. That's kill the club. That's why they kill the club scene. That's why people don't go to the club like they used to no more before COVID. Before COVID, everybody was at the club. Nobody goes to the club no more because of that reason.
That shit weak now.
Yeah. You know, it's all a part of business. But yeah, you're right, though. Them people sell a lot of stuff that we don't eat. So does the Chinese people. The Chinese people sell a lot of stuff to black people that they don't eat. You know what I mean? A lot of stuff that they don't eat. If black people buy it, what? You but get the most wig and nails and eyelash from them people. They sell this shit to black people, and black people go sell it in their store. You know what I'm saying? They don't have, you know, direct thing to that. You know, it's just how it is.
So, bottom line is, I don't care if we got military advantage over people.
Yeah.
We got a horse right now. I see what it is. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers, back, because what made me bring that up is, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers trying to collapse our dollar. Got nerve to be trying to collapse the country after they've been selling us bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That shit takes some balls right there.
So you don't think this war right here?
They're selling us all type of shit and then gonna try to collapse the country too.
All right.
Up stages.
Let me say you something. Okay. So you don't think the longer this war goes on and the trillion of debt that both countries owes, that the dollar is gonna collapse? If it goes for like 18 months or the next 5 months, you don't think the dollar is gonna collapse?
Yo, the shit gotta happen no matter what direction.
So you think
no
the dollar?
Matter what direction, it don't matter what happened. If not doing it would have cost us more than doing it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Not doing it, yo, they was gonna show their ass, show they showing off now while they getting beat. You know what they was gonna do when they got the fucking nuclear weapon, man. You crazy.
But you know what? There's no evidence of it. There's no evidence of it.
We gotta go off the evidence. What country has ever used a nuclear weapon on somebody?
There's no evidence there's a nuclear weapon.
They was gonna clamp down on that Strait of Hormuz. They was gonna strong that shit something fist.
They don't.
They was just listen, man. Look. thank God that you just need to thank God you was born where you was born at, yo, and it's your team that got that shit. You know what I'm saying? Just thank God of that.
So here's the next
But
song.
what about when God say, "No weapon against me shall prosper"?
Yeah.
Yo, listen, man. Look, man. All of that's fine. All of that's fine and cool, but we talking about a war right now. We're in the middle of a war. We have to be getting out in the middle. We have to
And
be
the Bible says
getting
that, and we talking about God, the God I believe in, and don't look like we winning. We keep saying we winning, but where we winning at? What do you say winning is?
You can't declare winning and
How
then
do
after
you describe winning?
yeah, you can't do all
Do
that.
you describe it like some of the people out here in Texas when they say stuff like, "Remember the Alamo and we lost"?
They don't got no more Navy ships. 30 Navy.
Did you know you seen a black lady that?
Hold up. 30 Navy ships got something.
Hey, did you see the black African lady that? Did you see the? Hold on. Did you see the black African lady that Trump is begging to step in and stop the war? He's begging this, not Yahoo. He's begging this. Go look it up. This black lady, he's asking her, since you're friends with dude, could you, talk to them for me and make everything stop so we could stop beefing? Basically, they
won't even come to the table no more.
Yeah, he's asking this lady for help, bro. Like this is stuff that they had out there. This lady he tried to negotiate with, and try to give her.
Y'all have to do a very, very serious check on your sources. I'm afraid. I
saw this on Fox, yo, and CNN.
Yeah.
I saw this on Fox and CNN. Both
everything I see say they want to talk to Trump, and Trump is no longer interested in talking.
No, yo, they don't want to talk.
He only want the unconditional surrender.
No, yo, they're the ones that don't want to negotiate.
Don't embarrass yourself like that out here, fam.
Come on, yo. They're the ones that negotiate. How you gonna say, oh, everyone's coming to the table to negotiate? But then they said, no, we never said that. We're never gonna negotiate with this dude. They're the one that don't want to. They don't want to do it. They said all they wanted is people to tell Nimeuha to go sit back in his corner and control his area and leave them alone. Remember, he did this to Lebanon a long time ago. Remember, don't forget when the first time when Trump was in power, Trump gave him pardon to blow up Lebanon and took over their shit. This is not the first time he did this, and he never gained nothing out of it. And then that's the strength that he got. You know what I mean? And remember, America and Iran had a plan where they, when Obama was there and what's John Kerry or whatever his name is, they made a plan and they had a deal. Trump came in office and said, "Oh, we're gonna scrap this deal. We're gonna rip it up and got rid of it just to start the war." They didn't have to go to the war, bro. They could have just sit on the same deal like Obama did and left that shit. That wouldn't have happened. They had a deal. They signed a deal with. Hold on. They signed a deal with Democrat and them to say, you know what, then they will come in there and check if there is no bomb. But this guy ripped it up and did his own thing. He could have kept the same deal, just like how he kept the Obama plan and went in there and sent his people in there and have them investigate. They could have went in there, but
I'm glad he did rip it up, yo. I'm glad he did. Yo, you act like the deal that Obama and them made was good or something. You act like that was good.
But yo, it was giving America a lot of oil though. They were just a lot of oil plugs.
They was still gonna build the nuke and they was gonna get it on the back end when they locked down the Strait of Hormuz, yo.
Who told you that they just live to nuke us? Where are you getting this from?
I know.
Right, yo. I ain't gonna argue with you, yo.
I need to see a nuke, yo.
It's not an argument. I'm just asking, where can I see this where everybody that in the world has just said, heck, been on nuking us?
Yo, that's the whole probable cause why the war, right? But you don't know what's the probable cause used.
I don't think they was gonna nuke, yo. I don't think they was gonna nuke America. I don't think they would. I don't think they got the balls.
Yo, listen.
Even if they had it, I don't think they. Even if they had a nuke, I don't think they got the balls to do it.
They was going to listen. They was going to lock down the Strait of Hormuz. They was going to run the prices up on us, and we wasn't going to be able to do shit because they got a nuke, yo.
Our crisis was already up.
Oh my God! What makes you think they need a nuke?
All right, man. Keep on rooting for the opposition.
He's rooting. We're asking questions. You just saying when we trying to figure out where you getting this concept from.
You so anti-Trump. You don't see what's really going on.
I'm anti-fascist. I'm anti-don't like me. You sure right. I'm anti anybody that'll do anything for the money. It especially if they throw me under the bus. You sure right. I'm anti that because that's what's happening right now. You're not. You're okay with it.
What money?
What? The money I work for.
No, what money that they throwing you under the bus for?
How much money has he made since he's been there?
How much? You the one saying the money. How much money did he make?
I know he done made in. Let's just say he done made just $1 million. He didn't make that
don't just say $1 million.
What's his paycheck? Let me ask you this: what is a president's paycheck every year?
You moving too fast. Let's not just say he made $1 million. Made $1 million off of what?
Whoever gave him, he got a plane. That's $400 million.
So just tell the truth. You made that up, right?
No,
you made that up. Tell the truth.
He didn't make no money during his presidency.
You made it up, right?
He didn't make no money during his presidency.
All right, then tell me what money you talking about that he made.
His worth didn't go up since his presidency. That's what you're saying.
Hey, Rice, just tell me what money, yo. That's all you got to do.
If he made $1, the country has been sold out. What?
Tell me the dollar there, yo.
Profit, right? Off of your back.
Tell me the dollar there. Tell me the dollar there.
And you okay with being a slave? That's the only way you're going to understand that he's making money and I'm losing money.
The dollar. If it's only $1, just tell me.
Be precise with you.
And I'm gonna tell you something, Hazy. It's not Trump's fault. It's Democrat and Republican. It's both of the government fault. It has nothing to do with
one thing.
It's both their fault because once they made a dumb deal, right? And then Trump came back and tried to make his deal, and then it's like so it's both government fault. It's not just like Trump or Democrat. I'm just saying, like, what everybody's saying is it's not Trump, it's not Trump's fault, it's the government. They're both of them. They're what everyone's going through in America right now. That's why they allowed to do it. And now they're like, oh no, we didn't want them to do it. No, you guys wanted them to do it. Democrats and Republicans wanted Trump to drop those bombs. You see what I'm saying? So it's not his fault. So I don't think people saying it's Trump's fault.
Right. Yo, you damn right they wanted them to drop them. Yo, they was going to lock down the oil passage. Yo, you're not getting how the setup was.
All right. Hear me out. If they was going to lock down the oil, why does he threaten to bomb oil? The same shit that he said they was going to lock.
They using that oil to keep on funding what they doing fighting back. They hitting every day.
So you can't get it. You can't get it, and because you won't get a deal, you're just gonna bomb it.
We don't gotta get it, nigga. We just got all that oil from Venezuela.
You wanted a deal. You said
TMG.
Remember he said. Hold on. 1 second. Remember he said that they was gonna come and make a deal. There's people down there. Remember he said, "Oh, I'm ready to make a deal with y'all. Go ahead and protest in the street. Call me and let me know." Make a deal.
Yo, it's about the waterway, yo. They want the waterway clear so they can do business, yo. Listen, we already got all that oil from Venezuela, which you forgot.
So why you target Iran if you
hold up. Please just answer the question. Did you forget about all that oil we got from Venezuela?
I know, but it's not obviously
it doesn't matter. It's useless.
Here you go making up stuff. You just gotta make up something. Come on, yo. Come with it, Rice. What we can use.
Here we go. I guess I gotta read it to you now. Well, no, I ain't need to because I can read you some. If it ain't what you think, that's what it is. Everybody knows that by now the oil from Venezuela, as far as the United States is concerned, is useless because it wasn't processed.
Yeah. That's the same thing
It's
they're saying.
useless. The process that it'll take is going to take a long time to get it to do anything that we need it to do. And where is the money from the oil in that? I'm glad you brought that up because you said there was no profit. Whose account is the money from that oil tanker in?
Whose is it? Tell me, since you know.
Your president's.
It's in Trump account.
It's in his account.
And you know
that. Everybody knows that that's a big deal.
How?
Because it's supposed to belong to the American people, and we want to know why we stole and why it's in his account. These are the people that's bringing this stuff out ain't Democrats. These are people that's
why he not impeached for that, yo? Why he not in court?
He's been impeached twice.
Yo, you just be making up shit, yo. That shit don't make no goddamn sense. That shit don't make no sense, boy.
Impeach, in order for you to remove somebody, you got to find them criminally liable. That's why
everybody know he put the shit in his personal account.
The last person to get impeached was who? Nixon, and he didn't. And removed was Nixon. Why? Because he was found criminally guilty in something, so he resigned. He didn't get removed. He quit because he messed up.
Doing all this shrubbery out there to get away from the main topic. What we talking about? None of that shit don't matter.
Nobody's running from nothing.
Spitting on random history facts like that shit got something to do with what we.
With all due respect, you will not answer a question to save your life that I have. You just keep telling me how I feel. Every time I ask you a question, you tell me how I feel.
Yeah.
That's not fair at all, homie. Like it's every single question.
This ain't fair.
That's why I was quiet for a long time because
that's what's wrong with you. You're your feelings about some war. You want to bring feelings to war. That's your problem. We're talking about war and you and your feelings talking about fair. Ain't nothing fair when it's war.
I'm bringing some
war. Ain't nothing fair when it's war, yo. What the fuck is you talking about?
If I'm bringing feelings, what do you call this statement right here that you just made? You better be lucky that you were born in a country that has all of the stuff we need to harm people.
I ain't say harm people, I said defend.
Okay. How do you defend something, Hazy? I'm glad you said that. Now we're gonna get to the bottom of it. How do you defend something?
Ain't no get to the bottom of it. You lied about what I said.
Oh, let's okay. You said I lied about it. Now I'm correcting myself. I stand corrected. How do we answer a question one time? One time. How do we defend? How do you defend yourself? Do you go all over the world to defend yourself?
It depends on the threat, yo.
It depends the threat.
Yes, that's common sense.
Why do you feel threatened from thousands of miles away? What makes you feel threatened?
Right. I don't even got time. I don't got the time or the energy to go back and forth with you about this. You will get your military killed.
I asked simple
military killed thinking like that.
What do you have to defend yourself from somebody thousands and thousands of miles away? What are you defending yourself from? What are they doing way over there that's bothering you over here?
You're extremely green.
I might be. That's why I'm asking the questions. See, every time I ask you a question, I told you what you're going to do. You're going to talk about me instead of answering the question. Name something. If you want to be very specific.
If you rewind the string back, I told you what it's about, and I told you how it affect you. It's about the travel route. I said that. All you got to do is rewind back in the last 3 to 5 minutes. I just said it's about the travel route. I said that. I said that. I said that. I said that.
What?
I said that though. Let's acknowledge that first.
What did you say it was about?
I said that. You asked me again like I ain't already said.
Okay, well, it's about what? Say it again.
The travel route, the Strait of Hormuz. Okay? That's what is
Okay,
going
so what was
on.
wrong with it? What's been wrong with the Strait of Hormuz since till now? What's been wrong with it?
That ain't even no point. That's not even no point in talking about.
I'm trying to, okay, so but you okay, then you don't even have a basis for what you just said. What was wrong?
Why don't you shut the fuck up? Stop acting like you know something, nigga, when you don't know nothing. If you don't know nothing, if you don't know nothing, you just don't know nothing.
If I don't know nothing, you can't prove nothing. We both don't know nothing.
All right, then.
Well, every time
we'll deal with it that way.
Now you're upset and cussing me out because I'm asking questions.
No, I'm just telling you. You saying that I know nothing.
But see, the truth is you don't know nothing, so you can't answer no questions.
You keep talking about all of this stuff and don't got no details. You keep talking about
nothing.
I'm talking about you want to consistently talk like you got facts. You want to consistently talk like you got facts. You don't know nothing what you fucking
Hey, listen. Hey, genius. Anybody that's asking you questions clearly don't have the facts. That's why they're asking you questions. Now give me the facts.
If you don't got the facts, why you run your fucking mouth so much about it? Shut up and get shut up and get the facts. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time to keep trying to explain shit to you.
I'm saying this is all I'm saying. I don't have the facts. I don't know anything. I'm completely stupid. I'm green. And I'm doing everything you said I am. You sure right. Now answer the question when I ask it, since you know.
I'm not answering shit for your goofy ass. You don't know.
Just don't
you don't know. I ain't gonna keep on trying to tell you shit because you don't want to hear the facts anyway.
Exactly. My point. You don't know.
All right. Just go on my page. Go look at the post. A year ago. Go look at my post a year ago. It's gonna say, now, get ready for war. You'll see the post on there. It say, get ready for war. A year ago. I know what the fuck I be talking about.
A while ago that they was gonna get ready to attack Iran, though, Hazy. You did say that. You did say that.
Keep on not listening though. That shit silly as shit. You got Jordan on your team, won't handle the ball, won't listen. Goofy ass nigga.
In 2015, I stated that this man was gonna start a civil war or a world war, right? That's 10 years ago. You did it a year ago. Quit playing.
All right, Bryce.
That's 10. I ain't just started talking about these societies I'm talking about. This ain't just happened. The Carl Nelson show, I ain't been playing him on this site just yesterday. That didn't just happen.
Yo, you don't be having your facts straight.
I might not. That's why I ask questions.
But you keep talking like you be talking like you be talking like you be talking like you
I'm gonna say this again. That's why I'm asking you the question.
No, when I ain't talking about that part, you be talking like you did your research or something.
I don't. My research, but if you
know what you be talking about, man.
Say something, all I do is pull it up and we read it together.
I'm sure you do. And then when somebody say something and they right, and when somebody say something and you find out they was right, and at certain times you just gonna be quiet.
I type in ain't right. That's why I say it's gonna be like that with you every single time.
Man,
you're not gonna. You're just going to talk about me. You're still doing it, and I'm telling you what you're doing. You still have answered one question.
I don't care, Rice. It ain't no point answering no questions with a person like you. You got Trump derangement. You got Trump derangement. Anything I say, you gonna twist the words. It don't matter with you. It don't even matter with you.
You don't know what you're talking about. You're right. You're completely right. When you don't know what you're talking about, you can't answer any questions. You're completely
right. I'm answering for a motherfucker that's listening or who really want to know. I don't got time for shit to be falling on deaf ears for a motherfucker that only want to hear shit that suit how they personally feel.
feel that, Hazy. I feel that. I feel that. But I'll just be asking for proof and for you to answer a question. We still stuck on the second question. What was wrong with the Hormuz before that? And what's Palestine got to do with that?
None of that shit. Right now, none of that shit ain't important. Right now, motherfuckers is in the middle of combat. And we gotta win. And you over here chanting for the loss.
No, I'm not. I'm talking about what's going on. I'm not saying we lost. I said that every time we say we take out something, somebody comes back and says, well, why are they still shooting? I didn't even say it. I just know that it's happening.
Yeah, but what difference do that make? So what? They still shooting. And nobody never said when you take out something, they not going to be shooting no more. Yeah. It's war. That's the fact that keep talking about shit. They're going to go back and forth until somebody lose.
Hold on, Hazy.
Go back and forth until somebody lose, yo.
So
that's
Hazy,
what the war is.
So Hazy, all right. So the Black Ops Royal drones, those are American shit, right?
Say that again.
The Black Ops
I don't know. Chef, they kidnapped our drone so long ago, and like 10 years ago, they kidnapped our best drone. They hacked it in midair. They're really good at what they do.
Yo, love saying shit that happen that go against us.
So what they
I don't know what the fuck you mean.
Listen, Chef, I'm talking to you, Hazy. Don't worry about it. You just stand on the side. Remember, we ain't talking to each other. Just listen.
Yeah, you're right.
Close your ears. Chef, what happened was they reverse engineered our thing because they didn't have the technology like that. They reverse engineered it, which means they took it apart and put it back together, and then they made some adjustments for themselves.
No, all that equipment that those guys that Obama and them left over there, that's why they got.
Yeah, that too. On top of that too, Chef.
Yeah, all that stuff that they left over there that was still working, and they're the reason why. That's the reason why they know so much about our equipment.
On top of that.
Yeah.
On top of that.
Yeah, because they left that shit over there. But I get what you're saying. But I didn't know they did all that. They intercept all them stuff like that.
Yeah. And so they got that's why I say they got kind of a leg up when they done that, because drones don't cost that much to make. So they got a whole bunch of them, and the missiles we throwing, and this is what the White House is complaining about. Everything we dropping is costing way more than they think we can afford. Let me put it like that. So we still under government shutdown, and I'm gonna tell you something, man. They had a picture of the Austin airport. It's wrapped around the building because people from TSA can't get to work. They ain't been paid in a little while, y'all.
That's what I was saying, Hazy. I don't know about that. If you, I don't know if you meant Trump's been in office for 18 months, or we're gonna go to war for 18 months. I don't know.
No, I said 18 months when he first got in office, and everybody was talking about the tariffs and how fucked up shit gonna be. I said shit gonna be fucked up for like 18 months. Give it like 18 months.
You saying that? I remember you saying that.
We are under.
You gotta give it time. This shit gotta happen. This shit that's happening. Anybody believe in God, you know God don't make no mistakes. It had to go down.
Yeah, it's true though.
I don't know. I don't understand why you don't say it. Maybe whoever don't say it don't got enough facts about the shit, because it's a lot of facts out there to say exactly this had to go down. It had to go down, yo. It had to go down, and they fucking them boys up. Not saying they ain't getting no hits back. They getting licks back too. They killing people too. The toll going up. You know what I'm saying? But that's war. It ain't gonna be shit. Ain't gonna be sweet. It's gonna be ugly. That's the whole thing about making that decision. When you in that room and you gotta make that decision, you know what I'm saying? You know you're gonna take losses. But you gotta make the decision, and you gotta make the right one. And this was the right one. It just is what it is. It ain't comfortable. It ain't, that don't mean everything gonna be good. That don't mean when he make the decision, life's supposed to get better for us based on that decision right away. Like, no, it don't go like that. He had to make a rough decision, and he made that shit. Nigga start green lighting shit. Hit this, that. Nigga hitting 5,000 spots or some shit by now. That shit, you know, is war. Shit on. Once the first strike happened, it was up. It ain't all that other shit out the window.
You know, so your boy 50 Cent, ever since your boy 50 Cent heard about the suit, he deleted the shit. He deleted the shit, yo.
Yeah.
He deleted it, yo. That's his fucking say. And he deleted a post that when he said that he deleted a post when he said that he's gonna show the video because he know he could get in trouble. I say this, he could get in trouble for that. Yo, the Me Too movement don't care if you're doing this, if you're cheating on your husband, if you're cheating on your girlfriend. Once you got a thing like that, and you said you got a woman out there like that, regardless who's protecting you, gonna turn against you. He deleted that post. You have to, bro.
Yeah, the girl, and whatever he said about her, he made them black girls bad because they've been all over TikTok.
He deleted
They've been
that.
all over TikTok, and that's why that dude made that one post because they talking about she gonna get everybody involved, and that's called a conspiracy. A conspiracy to what is that? Defame somebody, and you can get in trouble and get a civilly sued for that. I was like, oh yeah, he might have deleted everything. Imagine the head troll deleting everything. I thought that's what he do, and everybody understood that. You would think he get away with it.
Yo, they just sent a new threat. Yo, they're about to do some new shit with the hacking too. They just sent a next message to Trump. Yo, I don't think he even like that. Yo, Trump might bomb the whole thing. Yo, the way what's going on right now, he might just bomb. He gonna bomb the whole oil sector, bro. I'm telling you.
I told you what's going on, yo. They sent the team in there. When they said that aircraft went down and they lost some soldiers, they sent some teams in there, man.
Yeah, but those people though, I'm telling you, Hazy, if their SEALs are gonna go in there, and if the Canadians already got blew, some of them already got blew, like I'm gonna tell you, like 20 soldiers already got blown away, bro. Half of them is injured. Half of the Canadian, when Trump told Carney, and Carney told Trump, don't worry, I'm gonna send some people down there, but bro, as soon as they got there, it was a problem. As soon as they got there, bro. And then the people are saying we can't send nobody down there, it's gonna be a suicide. But I get what you're saying. They're gonna go in and send some people, but how long is that gonna
go on? The man waiting on troops on the ground.
They can take 3 weeks and set some shit up for 7 days, carry it on for 8 days.
Looks like he's
the man said it though. That man said it though, didn't he, Chef? He said, y'all gonna do what? Y'all gonna send who? Oh, okay. We waiting on that. That's what we waiting on that. We're confident that we got that, and we're not really worried about them doing that. We waiting on that. That's where we want to be. That's where we want to be.
Insane.
He said it so calmly, and you know this man is talking. He already dead.
Yeah.
He supposed to be dead. He on a news station saying, "Yeah, we waiting on that." They talking to him. They're not talking to. It's not a post or I thought or no. This man is really saying, you know, we waiting. We kind of waiting on that.
They're saying right here that. Hold on, they saying some. This is what they saying, y'all. They saying it's raising eyebrows. Like even Fox is one. Like what? Like hold on, I gotta hear this. But Trump is gonna. I'm gonna tell you something right now. I wouldn't be surprised if before Friday, you know, they bombed that whole oil tanker that they was talking about. I wouldn't be surprised because
there ain't no oil tankers down there. They've already hit them. They're on fire. They hit them. That's why the port of Hormuz is that's why it can't get nothing through. They hit them. And the last deal that I heard, and like I say, this come from people that say they believe in the president because they wondering why he don't take this deal. They trying to get them to say that the way they go, if they'll let the port open so people can continue commerce, all they got to do is let them trade oil in Chinese yuan.
You hear that, boy? You hear that? 300 missiles. Ever since when they got attacked, when the whole thing got blown up, they were still sending out 300 missiles and thousands of drones. They were saying, bro, that's a lot. That don't sound like somebody that got destroyed to me, bro.
Because they got thousands of drones. They got thousands, if not 10,000s worth of missiles. And they defending their country. They at home. That's how you defend something. If you ask me, I'm not the smartest person in the world, but I'm not going to your house to defend my house.
You know, you're going to get yourself flagged as anti-American.
I can't, because if I get flagged as anti-American, that means that everybody that's saying the same thing that I'm saying is anti-American, and that's half of those people are the ones that was okay with all this. They want it to stop. That's the White House talking. We're in a government shutdown. That's the White House talking. TSA isn't getting paid. That's the White House talking. We might not receive any, the hungry kids and the elderly people and the injured people might not receive any benefits. That's the White House talking.
Yo, China's about to bring up their warship too, yo. China's about to bring up their warship. Everybody about to bring up their warship. Russia, China, everybody about to. That's crazy. And that is.
We already put Japan on China.
Yeah. Oh, yeah? They're going to put Japan in China?
We already put Japan on China.
Yeah, Japan isn't, they're our ally, not our loved one. And they only did that because of the peace treaty when we bombed Hiroshima. We put them in a corner. We forced them to sign a peace treaty that they wouldn't do to us what we did to them. We do that all the time. Japan is the reason why our dollar, they know what they're doing. They're dumping our bonds almost every day now, man. They're one of our worst allies right now because they're dumping all of our American bonds to save their own country. They have to because the global economy is falling. The global economy is falling.
We sent Japan out there to defend Taiwan. We put them in position to get at China. So in case China tried to take Taiwan while we was at war with Iran, Japan in position.
There is no way we gonna send Japan to do.
It already happened, Rice. It already happened. I'm telling you something that already happened. I'm telling you something that already happened. I'm telling you something that already happened. You hard-headed ass nigga.
Tell me again, because I want to see if where this comes from. We sent Japan to
assist Taiwan. Look in the last 2 months, you'll see.
We sent Japan to do what to Taiwan? To defend
Taiwan. Go that says Taiwan, yo. Just look it up, yo. Stop trying to find a way out. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. When you see it, you're gonna know what I'm talking about. Don't act stupid.
Okay, May 18th, 2024.
No, I ain't talking no 2024. I'm talking just in the last 2 months.
Okay, that's when it says yes, Japan will defend Taiwan. Okay, let's go to November 18th, 2025. Japan no longer ambiguous stance on Taiwan. November 11th, 2025. China and Japan in escalating spat.
I specifically told you in the last 2 months. You're going to read everything you read. Ain't none of it in the last 2 months. None of it was in the last 2 months. You purposely read some shit that was not outside of what I said.
Okay, I just typed it, and every time I put in the last 2 months, and it said Japan's no longer ambiguous stance on Taiwan.
All right, Rice. You right then. It ain't happening. I don't know what I'm talking about.
This I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let Copilot search it.
Nah, don't worry about it, yo. Just don't even worry about it. It ain't even important, yo. Go ahead and keep the intel you got. Keep the intel you got.
activity involves planning, exercising strategic positions. The United States and Japan maintain a strong security alliance and conduct joint exercises aimed at determining potential conflicts in the Taiwan Strait. Japan has increasingly aligned its defense posture with the U.S. strategies, including missile deployments to strategic islands like Yanakunguni and plans for contingency operations, but these are preparatory and defense measures, not active engagement in combat around Taiwan. Japan law and public opinion place significant limits on sending to Japan self-defense forces into combat situations abroad. While Japan recognizes a threat to regional stability from potential Chinese action against Taiwan and collaborates with the U.S. on planned exercises, there is no legal or operational movement of Japan troops to Taiwan itself. U.S. forces similarly conduct exercises and maintain readiness scenarios, focusing on deterrence and rapid response without direct engagement. In summary, Japan has not, can we say that? In summary, Japan has not been sent to actively defend Taiwan in the past 2 months. Collaboration remains largely in planning, exercise, and deterrence measures. So again, that's what I say. When you say something, where can I go and find this?
You just found it.
Instead of getting upset with me, where can I go and find the claims that you make?
I ain't even upset with you. Why you ain't read that up the rip? Why you go read all that other stuff?
I read what you told me
Why
to put
did
in.
you go read all that other stuff?
I read what you told me you put in there. I read exactly what you told me to put in there. The first thing, then I had Copilot search, and it said the same thing that the other one said. No,
it didn't. It said what I said, nigga. I said Japan. They got Japan ready to defend Taiwan in case China try to move on them while we beefing with Iran.
And you heard about it 2 months in the last 2 months.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, that's what you meant to say. But you said in the last 2 months this was an order, and that's saying no. That didn't happen.
All right, man. Okay, man. Okay. You ain't know nothing about it. You had no clue. You just found out your information right now.
You're completely right. Guess what? Nobody knew about that except for you, and you just found out 2 months ago, and it happened a year. It happened during the Biden administration in 2024.
I ain't even talking about that then. That's not what I'm talking about.
Well, that's when it happened, because
that's not what I'm talking about.
Hold on. And I'm gonna show you how much I didn't know about it. Google this. Nancy Pelosi goes over there in May. Nancy goes over there and she goes over there.
I can't take your word on shit.
Nancy Pelosi went over there.
I can't take your word on shit, man.
I said this when she went. She went over there to
what you said, man. I don't care what you said, man. You can't take your word.
That's what that was about. Because China has sanctioned her companies in Taiwan.
Man,
that's what that was about. That's why it was during that administration.
I don't care, man.
During this administration, Japan say, hold on, wait a minute. We ain't got no rules saying that. We ain't got no law. Ain't nobody made no law that. Nope, that ain't gonna happen. We'll help you train, we'll help you exercise, and we ain't even got nobody on Taiwan land.
But yeah, yo, 50 Cent does delete that, does delete what he was talking about, Clarissa Shield. Everything, yo. Everything. And now, guess who made a song about him? Mano made a song clowning him after he deleted the post. We got a new diss track right now with Mano and the other Brooklyn rapper. The young, this is a young Brooklyn rapper too. The nigga that signed to me. What's that nigga that signed to Mace again? Hazy, what's his name?
Signed to Mace.
The nigga that signed to Mace. What's his name? Fargo or whatever his name.
Vado?
Yeah. That nigga and Mano does this 50 Cent.
He got Vado this and 50?
Not Vado, man. The one dude from Brooklyn, man. What's his name? Frugo or whatever. I don't remember his name. But he's a Brooklyn nigga, and he's always like dressing in like
Fivio?
yeah,
Fivio?
yeah, Fubio, yeah.
Fivio Foreign?
Yeah, and that's Mace's artist. So I'm trying like, what the fuck's going on? I thought that's what I said. I thought Mace was supposed to be with Cam, but that's Mace's artist. That's Mace's artist, bro. So that when I see that, I say, what's really going on? But that's Mace's artist. You know, and Mace rolled with Cam. I'm trying to figure out what the hell is going on. Yeah.
I need to hear even, and I like the 50 song too that he just dropped, but I need to hear some heat. If niggas want to have battle songs, I don't.
He's not on heat though. Let's come on. Let's Papoose. What shit was fuck. When you sent me, I didn't even notice yet.
His shit wasn't fire. He says,
"Oh my god, Hayes, yo, we serious, yo? That shit was."
Hold up. I'm talking about. He said some shit. He hit him hard for the shit he was saying. Musically, that shit wasn't fire. I don't want to ride around bumping that shit.
My god, yo, when's the last time you heard a free diss track like that? Yo,
I heard Papoose go in.
Yeah, but the Drake and Kendrick like didn't even go hard like that. Like Kendrick didn't even go that hard. Like Papoose went in, my nigga. Like in. I get it. They want to see Papoose
some shit now.
Huh?
I said he said some shit now. Don't get me wrong, but musically, song wise, it wasn't.
I know, but when you but we gotta understand this is a ballad, bro. It's not a song. You know what I mean? We're not making.
I'm ready to stop thinking in the hip hop. That's what I'm ready to do. Cause everybody does want the easy. Everybody want the easy listen. I'm tired of that shit. Start making these motherfuckers work for your ear.
Yeah, you know, but that's what's going. But I'm just saying though, like, with what he's putting out, what 50 Cent is putting out, as I said, even with T.I. shit, 50 Cent hasn't got up to the views like what T.I. got up to, bro. Like,
no, he's not going to. He ain't gonna have that kind of views on that. Not on no YouTube or nothing.
No, but I'm just saying T.I. got more views than 50 Cent on all this. 50 Cent dropped more diss track than T.I. with AI stuff in it, and still hasn't got up to millions, got up in the millions yet, bro. He's still in like he's not even close to 1 million in some of it, and he's supposed to be, if he's that hot, he's supposed to be up in the million when it comes to the diss tracks on the song. I'm just saying, like, and that's what's killing him, because everybody's shit is getting more numbers than his. Papoose is getting more numbers than his. You see what I'm saying? I'm just saying it's looking kind of crazy.
Yeah.
It's looking, but you know, I get it. You know what I mean? But I heard people are saying which one did you send me again? You sent me which one did you send me? You sent me which one I heard? What was the one I was telling somebody about a track that you sent me. What's the last track you sent me again with 50 Cent?
I think it's the joint he did. The joint he did. This joint he did.
Yeah. But they're saying some of it is AI because some of it is muffly. It's not clear. Like you could hear Papoose, Papoose and T.I. like shit word for word. It's like it's not no AI that's doing it. Well, that's what they're saying though. I don't know how true that is, but they're saying majority of 50 shit is computer made up. It's not even him singing it. You know what I mean? That's why he's not getting views like how everybody's getting views. Because the AI is recognizing the AI. Like, you see what I'm saying? It's not really.
Me personally, I'm so unimpressed though. I mean, I liked it a little something, but I'm not even going to listen to it no more neither.
Shit is crazy.
None of them shits. All of them shits my phony, for real. That shit dumbed down. That's just how dumbed down music is, that we willing to accept that shit.
I'm just trying to show you though, like, you know, the niggas is still on their level though. They could still get in the booth and spit. That is my thing. Niggas could still get in there and free stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't know, yo. The nigga might not have it no more like that. That's why I say you should leave them rap niggas alone. Let them deal with it. Like, you know, deal with the business. Give us the good TV shows or some good TV shows or whatever, and just leave that shit alone, because them niggas gonna use that You know what I mean? To get 50 Cent out of, like, you know, I'm telling you.
That was T.I. calling him out.
Say it again?
That was T.I. calling him out.
Yeah. Because they know what they were doing, yo. They set T.I. on him, yo. I told you that. They set T.I. on 50, yo. If you look at it right now, everything is playing out.
Yeah.
Like almost they tell 50, yeah, they tell him go ahead, do whatever he wants.
We coming for you. That's his cue. Like it's his turn.
Yeah.
He's gonna face his hardships now.
Yeah. That's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. You know what I mean? It looks like that. That's why he went and delete the thing.
I don't want to hear Tony Yayo respond on his behalf.
Tony Yayo respond. Tony Yayo.
I don't want to hear Uncle Murder respond. I don't even really want to hear Lloyd Banks. I just don't even want to hear this shit no more.
Uncle Murder tried to make a diss track to T.I. They laughed at him. They laughed at him, bro. They laughed at him. I'm telling you, bro, there's no one coming to stay 50 right now. There's no one's gonna be involved in that shit unless you're like, you know what I mean, 50 yourself. But I don't think Uncle Murder could do no damage.
I mean, I believe 50 gonna win in the end, but
how you gonna win?
If I want to hear some music, I need that shit to be some fire music. All of this just putting shit out just so people when that shit getting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what it is right now. Everybody, like, you're right, and that's the thing. If you say something about him and you put out some music, and you're gonna be fire. It's just that, and that's what I said. They could be aiming at him because before it used to be his shit used to pop. Like every time he say something, now everybody else, like you tell me, everybody else is getting numbers except for him. You know what I mean? It's almost like they trying to like switch this shit, and I think this has to do with Netflix and them because they're getting sued too. You know, remember the sex worker is suing Netflix and 50 Cent, but as I said, they want to put the blame all on 50. So you gotta get him in an allegation and get him to pay out, and then pay the people on that because lawsuit. I think it's funny how Clarissa Shield talk about the lawsuit, and then 50 Cent went and delete everything, right? Went and delete everything that he talked about, right? Delete it. That's why everyone making songs about him. So somebody's pulling strings and trying to set him up.
Well, on that, I can't really give him that charge because he's been posting, deleting before that.
I know.
So I can't really say he no more scared or doing nothing more different than out of the ordinary. That's regular shit for him. That's regular shit. That ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? And plus, before somebody can sue you, they got send a cease and desist. So even if they send a cease and desist, if he don't want to get sued, he just take it down and you cancel him. Yeah. So it really don't,
Yeah, but then you can't do all that, like that does collateral damage too, because if you're just gonna put lies up there all the time, when somebody catch you on a lie, you just gonna believe it. How are you supposed to believe you when you're telling the truth? You see what I'm saying?
That don't mean that he lied. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. Well, I know what I think he's lying because this whole homie said, 50 Cent is. He does stuff to make the internet goes crazy. So I can't control. That's what the man said. I can't control what he said. You know what I mean? But I never told him that.
I don't think he's straight lying. There's something going on.
Yeah, but I think but if you're gonna lie about somebody, having sex with somebody, bro, on sex tape and ring cam and all that, and it never happened, and the man that came out himself said it never happened, why would you make something like that? I think you're just mad because in the freestyle they made you look bad. You know what I mean? So you're doing that to kill time, but that shit is getting played out. I think you should cut that.
You think he's doing it about time why he respond? Why he respond together?
Yeah, that's why he delete. That's why he deletes and stuff. But that could damage you. You see what I'm saying by doing that? Because we live in a time where the wickedest. You could be going against somebody, and the minute you say something about a female girl, here comes the Me Too movement. You see what I'm saying? Just to be on your ass. So he got to be careful with that, them type of stuff right there when he does all that, because that could come back on him. You know what I mean? Yeah. I thought that was fire. Because remember what happened to Rob Kardashian, bro, when he did the whole thing with Black China. Remember what happened with Remember, Blueface just had to pay a whole bunch of money too. That's why they said he took this fight. Because he lied on the girl Coochie and said he had tape and everything, and then he had to pay her out. You see what I'm saying? Like, yo, that they ain't taking that shit lightly. So I don't think he should do that. I think he should stay. Like, the other stuff is cool with me, but lying on, like, don't do that, because they could get you into. And I think someone out there trying to, like, trust me, I know what's going on right now, bro. They really fucking with 50 right now, really trying to control the narrative of him swinging certain way. They really trying to, like, you know, get him in this, like, where get him comfortable. You know what I mean? They're trying to get him comfortable and make him say some shit. But he's smart at the same time. But sometimes you don't want to be too smart. You know what I mean? Because when you're too smart, that shit could get you in trouble. I don't think he should be playing around with the whole sex tape thing and ring cam and all that. Like that right there. That even. My bad.
When they got to him,
My bad.
when they got to him, I stopped listening for real.
Yeah, when they go around doing stuff like that, bro, it kind of like, you know, I'm like, damn, what's going on? But it's to me, and I said this to you a lot of time, Hazy. I think this Papoose beef and 50 Cent and Clarissa Shield and thing is for TV. I don't think it's real. I don't even think the Clarissa Shield and Papoose relationship is real. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think that's real.
It could be arranged. It could be some.
I think Remy Ma and Papoose has got some type of deal with some contract going on in the background. And at the end of this, they're gonna be back together. They're gonna make it look like they're back together, and we're gonna make it look like, oh, Papoose went back to Remy Martin and left Clarissa Shield.
So hold up.
Because that's why
you don't think the shit with Easy, the block captain, was real and Papoose punched him in his face and all that? You think that was fake?
I don't even think Papoose punched him in his face.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I don't think Papoose punched him in his face.
Yeah, there be witnesses there.
Yeah, I don't know, but you know, we're in an era, bro, where we have a lot of actors, yo, a lot of actors. I noticed that everybody are acting.
If I found out niggas acting like that, I ain't fucking with none of this shit no more.
That's what I'm saying. Even last night, with the whole Blueface and the whole.
If I found out niggas on it like that, I'm gonna start listening to gospel music.
Yo, if they're doing that, yo, I'm telling you, I think that's what's going on. Is they're just keeping it for us, so we could talk about this stuff. You see what I'm saying? Because think about it, like people love black drama, bro. They love black, gossip and all that.
I really don't. I mean, I be talking about it lately, but I'm just saying I'm getting tired of that shit.
Yeah.
Once it start going to Clarissa and Papoose and then this other nigga, it's like they trying to introduce him into the scene so his name can go.
All right. So you see the content. It's like a TV show. A reality.
Trying to get his name buzzing.
Yeah, and then we get his name buzzed, then he's gonna go. And then it's gonna lead, I'm telling you, and then it's gonna go back to
Love and Hip Hop YouTube.
Yeah, and it's gonna go back to Papoose and Remy Martin being back. I mean, Remy being back together, bro. I see how this end, bro. I'm telling you, it's just too much. There's no way all this is going on, and you guys are not divorcing. There's no way. And I know Remy is not she's not gonna There's no way you don't want to sign the paper because it's not real. It's not fucking real, bro. They just doing it for the shit. That motherfuckers barely kiss like that. They barely do any like the stuff of Papoose and Remy. Remy and Papoose used to do way more stuff as a couple together in public than Clarissa Shield and Pat. I'm just saying. She listened to the song. She don't even know the words for the song. It's insane. You see that? She know all the words for the diss track. That's what I know. I'm like, something going on here, yo. Something going on here. Something going on. She would listen to the diss track. But she played the first. She know the diss track, like the first one and the Many Man beat. She knew that one, but she didn't know all the words for the new one. And I'm thinking that if you're a man and y'all been together, you should know.
That was a lot of shit. She ain't gonna remember that. That shit probably hard for him to remember.
But you should know all that. That's your man, though. You should know all that, regardless. If you
that was a lot, TMG, especially if he just wrote it. That That was a lot. He said a lot of shit on that.
Yeah, 5 minutes. Yeah, that was insane. That was.
Yeah, that was a long ass time. But yo, I'm trying to tell you, you gotta go back and listen to a Fat one when he did the Fat Joe diss. That shit was like 7 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. When he did Fat Joe diss, that shit was terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, that shit was terrible.
Yeah, I believe you.
You get my message? What? The doctor emailed me on a Sunday. I got big shout. You're back. That's all I need to say about you. You're back.
Yeah, yo. But I don't, you know, and it's next thing, no, the females are, no, this is putting 50 Cent in a thing. 50, this is putting 50 Cent in a, 50 Cent in a thing where that all the women are calling him sexist. You see what I'm saying? Because he's always taking, and that's bad, and that's what the media does. The media put traps like you, the mainstream media.
Yeah, they're going to go.
Yeah, they're ready to go to flip him. I'm telling you, bro. They're ready to flip on him.
Campaign. He ready to go do a Smith campaign.
Yeah.
It's all good. I ain't tripping. I'm fucking with him.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's what I'm with you too, Hazy. The minute I find out, you know, I'm the same thing with you, bro. The minute I find out all this shit is going, I'm done. I'm done with this shit. But no, it makes sense why. It makes sense why Remy won't sign the divorce papers, because it's not real. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's not, I don't think it's real like that. You know, as I said, it's a lot, bro. It's a lot that's going on. And as I said, like, you know, you got to remember, she's almost like, Clarissa Shield is like, well, almost 40, right? You see what I'm saying?
37. I think she's 37.
Yeah, so like 38 now, or something like that. But I'm saying this. Everybody right now is getting into the acting. You know, everybody's getting into the acting right now, bro. You see, Big Baby Davis just got out of jail, and he's going back into acting. He's going back into acting. Big Baby Davis. Remember the dude that 50 Cent had in the Power Show? The basketball player, the NBA player that he was working with?
Big Baby?
Yeah, he just got out from he got an early release. But the FBI is bogus, that's what. You know what I mean? But yeah, you know, there's a lot of acting going on around. I can't lie. There's a lot of acting going on. I even think the Jim Jones, I think him and Jim Jones is acting too. I think he just 50 Cent. I think they take a break and they play with each other, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Because if you bought the building, niggas still doing the podcast. They had more than one. They had more than at least. They had a lot. Ever since if you bought the building,
TMG, they talking about his baby mother, yo. They not playing. They not playing.
I don't know.
They peed in that girl's mouth. I mean, excuse me, yo. They did what they did with that girl, and they putting in their songs and all that. They not playing.
Yo, I love my baby mama. I never let her go.
Yo, my apologies, because I heard them right there the whole time. You got my apologies, yo. My apologies.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. You know what I mean? But man, you know, she wanted that though. She wanted that. She volunteered for that. So if you, I always tell myself this, bro. Let me tell you. I told my first baby mom this, right? You do some shit that you wanted to go sign up for. Don't expect me. Hold on, Jen. Don't expect me. Go. I don't want you to hear this. Just go, please. You wait. I don't want. No. Bye. Thank you. Yeah, I said this before. If if you come and tell me a nigga try to push up on you, you know what I mean, and you said no, then we gonna have me and that nigga gonna have a problem. But if you know what I mean, trying to go and keep, go out in the middle of the night, or when I try to do something, lie to me about you're gonna work and you're doing something else. You know what I mean? I can't be mad if that's what you want to do. You see what I'm saying? That's how I always tell a nigga, like, if you shoot at a nigga that's fucking you a bitch, she gonna be fucking someone else when both of y'all are in jail. You see what I'm saying? And one is dead and the next is in jail. You can't stop that. If she wants to cheat, you can't stop it. You could put a handcuff, you could buy all the cars, all the chains, all the jewelry. She just gonna do it if you want. You can't stop her. Any woman, no matter who it is. So with that now, I kind of I don't blame them, because he was, before the whole thing happened, he was talking about you know, he was talking about banging a lot of niggas' girl, you know, talking shit about. So now it's like you got to be able to handle it because it flip on you. You know what I mean? You can't be a pimp when you was calling people Captain Saberho. You know what I mean? Because now you look like a Captain Saberho instead of a PIMP. And I get it, but you know what I mean? It's your baby mom, but nigga, you was saying that you was saying you were PIMP. You was calling, you and Banks was calling niggas Captain Saberho. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, I get it, it's baby mom at the same time, but I always say this. If you are female, I make a nigga go out there and abuse and use you and talk my business to that nigga, and I don't fuck with that nigga, don't come back to me when he hurt you, because you know what? You shouldn't have brought my business to him. And that's straight up. That's a real talk. I don't care, bro. If you a girl and I'm with you and you go fucking, you know, as I said, it's okay. If you come and say, yo, this nigga get out of his place, or you know what? That your homie, you know what I mean? But you know, if it's different if you don't tell me and then you creep off with my homie somewhere. And then now you're with the op. You see what I'm saying? That's 50 Cent op. So obviously he's gonna feel some type of way. You know what I mean? Because yo, he did that. And I get it. You know, that's his baby mom, but I get it. But still, he knew what type of girl she was. Like, you know, you can't take a girl out of the strip club and expect her to be a Cinderella girl. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't work like that. You can't take a girl that's always been in this video spotlight with T.I., this person, this commercial for this football player and all, and expect her to be an angel. It's not gonna happen. You know what I mean? You'd have better off give it a next chance with somebody else. I don't know. I guarantee you 50 Cent, all the stuff that he would have been done, it would have never been, you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't, it's crazy. That was a bad move for him. That girl was a bad move. And I think the reason why he's mad, because the same niggas I was talking about his girl, like, and bang his girl, is the same nigga that set him up with that girl. Diddy set him up with that girl. I think Diddy set him up with that girl. You know what I mean? Because remember before that, they was good. They was all good. You see what I'm saying, Hazy? They was all good. Remember, you know, Diddy and 50 Cent was all good before that. You know what I mean? It just happened that when this girl broke up with 50, she went to Diddy, started crying because she knew Diddy before 50. And 50, you see what I'm saying? So I give Diddy more respect for only fucking it after they broken up. You know what I mean? Instead of when they was together. You know what I mean? I give him respect for that. Real shit. Because he could have been like doing all that shit.
But anything niggas say, his son involved.
Yeah, my bad, Hazy. But you know what I'm saying, though, right? It's like I didn't like the way she did that. That's why 50 Cent should be blaming her, because you know what I mean. Like that's your the child of your ex-husband or baby father. Why the fuck is you giving out all that information on the nigga for? You know what I mean? Knowing that they don't get along, you're trying to start a problem, and now you have both niggas fighting and making it look like, oh no, she should. Like, you know, she lucky that was my baby mom, because I would have smacked her the fuck in her face. Like, where you give all my information? Real talk. Real talk, yo, Hazy. She would have had some problem with me. I would have, you know what I mean? She would have had some problem with me because the fact that it's good. I never did nothing to you. I get it because, you know, I get it. But you know why she did that, though, right? Because you know why she did that? Because 50 Cent went bankrupt and told her he didn't have no money to give to her after the divorce. And then right after she did that, and when she figured out she couldn't get any money from the divorce, she went to Diddy and spilled everything, bro. You know what I mean? I thought that was kind of low for a woman. You know what I mean? You just broke up with your ex-husband, that your father's, your kid. She has no respect for the kid. For her to do that, she has no respect for 50 Cent's son. She has no respect. At least 50's first baby mama has respect for her child. She has no respect for her child. I'm sorry. She has no respect. Yes, I don't think the blame should be on everybody else. She needs to get some blame too, because what she did was totally wrong. No woman. I never heard no woman say, yo, I'm going to tell. I never heard no nigga say, I'm going to tell a girl my baby mom's business. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, come on, yo. What are we doing, yo? That's what I'm saying. You can't. That's wrong on all level. That's wrong on all level to me, yo. I never heard that nobody did that. When she did that, that's why the judge, they kind of like the judge. That's why the jury and the judge kind of like dash out her case, because she basically said I did that on purpose. So I wanted to get 50 mad. That's why I did all. That's what I had. That's why she had the freak off with Diddy. That's insane. How are you gonna say that? That's your child's father? You know what I mean? Real shit, bro. I don't respect no woman like that, bro. In real life, you ain't getting. You know what I mean? But the only person who's gonna see money from me is the kid. And if you want to get money from me, the kid has to call me and get it. I cash up or whatever. And when we meet up to spend our time, I'm not giving you hand to hand because you already know who you is. You probably use that money for yourself to go party and go spend it with the other man. You see what I'm saying? Because if you're in your feelings, if you can't put your child first, you know what I mean? Instead of because of a relationship, then you're not a good woman. She's not a good woman. The black girl that 50 Cent had was a good woman. That girl,
He trusted us.
Yeah, he trusted her way too much.
I said tested her. He probably tested her. When he paid bankrupt, see if she gonna stick around. Probably failed the test.
That girl right there, bro. You could tell she was just all about the money. He was doing stuff for her that he was not doing for his other baby mom. And the next thing on top to what's bad, I made 50 Cent mad because he was trying to stunt and his other baby mom with this girl. And then it backfired on him. You know what that feels for you? When you're trying to stun at the next girl and it backfired on you, bro, as a man, you know what that makes you look? You see what I'm saying? Because that not makes you look good. That makes you look bad for your family. And if your first baby mom is talking shit about you and slandering your name through the family, it's gonna make you even look worse when that comes up. You see what I'm saying? So she messed up on that. The girl, that's her fault. She has no manners. I just hate how they try to make her look like she's some type of, that girl was a bad. Everybody makes bad. I'm not gonna say, we all make good mistakes in female. We all make, make good choices in females. You know what I mean? That's why he just gotta take that as like, that was a bad mistake. You see what I'm saying? That was it. And just leave it as that. Yeah, he gotta stop. He gotta stop.
That's if he saw signs beforehand, because she could have switched up in the middle of it too.
Yeah.
I mean, it could have been a good decision and then turned to a bad one.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know Shorty like that, so I can't really comment on that.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. But for you, it goes though, bro. Any Instagram model, anybody from like that type of era, video girls, they're not gonna turn out good. We see what happened with Russell Simmons. You see what I'm saying? It's not gonna turn out good. You know what I mean? Those girls like that, at the end of the day, they want a bag, and if they're not getting a bag, they're gonna get it somewhere else. You see what, as I said, look what happened with Russell Simmons, bro. The girl could have the girl kept her mouth shut just to get a bag, and she got her bag. She could have been on it. She could have been talking shit about him right now, but she shut her mouth just to get a bag, and she got her bag.
She fucked that bag up now.
Huh?
Her bag fucked up.
Yeah,
you talking about Kamala Lee?
Yeah.
Oh man, she going through it right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She might have to come out and spill some shit. You know what I'm saying? You never know. But yeah, if she does hazy, I wouldn't be surprised, because that's the type of, you see, Asian girls, that's how they is. You know what I mean? That's how they is, yo. You know what I mean? They're not like that. Everybody think Caucasian and black women is the gold diggers. They're the biggest gold diggers. And half Asian girls is, when it comes to like stuff like that, they the biggest. Yo. You know what I mean? They will sell it. They will be in the what do you call it? What do you call that again? In the escort industry until they're like half. You know what I mean? Halfway to 40, bro. You know what I'm saying? They is not playing, but that is their game. And she was out there to do all that. She got, she wanted to be somebody important, and she felt like, I was important with 50 now. No, I'm not. I'm gonna be that regular girl again. Let me go to somebody that he don't like. And I thought that was messed up for a woman to do. You know what I mean? That's pretty messed up. I don't know what made her do that and what happened between them two, but she shouldn't have done that.
Everybody be setting the conditions. No. When everybody feel like, let me say this right, because I don't want to sound too crazy. You know what I'm saying? I do believe women supposed to have a certain amount of freedom, but I think niggas be promoting too much freedom for women, and that's the environment that we gonna build.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Have them thinking certain shit and ain't nothing wrong with it because that's what everybody be advocating for.
Right. You ain't lying.
You don't never hear nobody say no rules and guidelines how far somebody should go on that at the breakup or some shit like that. There's always what you can't control somebody doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the environment gonna be that way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I say, when I be on Women Hills, it's not no dislike or no hate for women, but I just know the true nature. A lot of women not going to take that type of sentiment and be responsible with it. They're going to use it to their advantage.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Everybody know what she did was wrong, right? Because you heard what she said she did. That's why all the black girls are looking at her, they're laughing at her. They're not defending her when niggas rap about her. You know what I mean? They're laughing at her. You know, and all the Caucasian girls are just like, you know, there's more, like, it's crazy. Not even from, you think none of the Chinese girls are like, oh, that, you know, you slept with 50 and that, you slept with Diddy. No, they're not even, oh, Diddy wrong. No one's saying that. The only people who are saying that is the people the only people who are saying Diddy did it wrong is the mainstream. Nobody, like, regular people are like, yeah, that woman put herself in that predicament. You know what I mean? Who any good woman would be like, who left their husband and break up with their husband and go spill their husband's secret? What do you expect? Like, who does that? That's what I said. That's karma on her. Like, for her to do that. Like, real talk, yo. That's what these girls are, yo. Trust me. Real talk, yo. Some of these girls are messed up, yo. Messed up. They will do that just to spite you. Especially you don't want them and they know you got a new girl. They will do that. They will go out there and find someone that you don't get along with just to piss you off. You know what I mean? And they know it's going to piss you off. You know what I'm saying? That's their intention. And that's why this shit never work over her and Diddy. That's the intention. You know what I mean? Look, Diddy was treating young Miami better than her because Diddy know what she was up to, what she was about. He was only trying to get 50 mad. But that's what I'm saying. That's her fault. You know what I mean? She's not thinking about her kids. And I hate women like that. That you gotta put, when you break up with a nigga, put your kids first. You see what I'm saying? Don't worry about what that nigga going on. Don't worry about what Shorty got going on. Put your kids first. That's it. Don't, you know what I mean?
She doesn't even want to lose status, not even for no amount of time.
Come on, yo. It's insane. You gotta put them first, bro. The niggas down with that knowing that, like, this is social media.
She gave Diddy the one up on 50.
Yeah, like, it's insane. I don't get, like, how do you do something like that to your ex-husband and that's your child's father? Like, why would you do something like that? Why would you go out of your way? When she told him, yes, they was married. When 50, you know why she did that? Because she couldn't get shit. When she wanted to, bro, you know what 50 Cent did? Declare bankruptcy. The nigga declared bankruptcy, bro.
I didn't know they was married.
Yeah, they was married, bro. That's why 50 Cent is so mad. They was married, bro. They was married. They was married, bro. They was married. They was doing everything like a married. They was going like, whenever he go to do his shows, they'll come out like a wife and couple. Because, you know, for you to get in that, like, for you to get in the movie business and TV show, you got to be like, you know, you got to be like in a family man thing, right? So that's why he got that. That's why she kind of mad. Because, you know, he was doing that power shit with her. And she was around when he started that. But, you know, she wanted
a piece of that.
Yeah. So what he did now was he divorced her and said Star basically owned everything. That's why when what's his name? Fat Joe was like, oh, you don't own power. You don't own power. Star, he's not lying. You know what I mean? That's why she knows that. She went and said that too. She told Puffy that too. She told Puffy that. That's why Fat Joe and them is talking like that. She did all that. She did all that. You see what I'm saying? So why would you want to stick up for a woman like that? I think he don't care. I think he just mad that the girl did that to him and they all know a lot about him. So he's like, all right, y'all gonna do that about me, y'all. I'm just gonna fuck with y'all because since y'all have my business out there like that. But I don't think he defending her. I don't think he defending her. I think he just mad that, they know his shit and they know shit about him and they laughing at him. I don't think he give a fuck about her. Real talk. I think it went bankruptcy, bro. They'll declare bankruptcy. You know what I mean? And I think she mad because she wasn't valued for anything anyways. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't. She isn't, you know. And think about it. Think about it, bro. She, instead of her hanging out with 50, before the whole freak off thing started, she was already hanging out with Diddy behind 50's back. Like, what type of shit is that? You know what I mean? What type of shit is that? Niggas
What
paying.
type of shit is that? The hell no. He too important not to have no disrespect. He supposed to have private investigators all over her.
Yeah. Real
You know
talk.
what I'm saying? She ain't supposed to be able to go nowhere without your knowing.
Yeah.
He too, you know what I mean? This down there, you talking down there billionaire. 500 millions or 600, 700 millions and shit like that. You can't just have her running around freely.
Yeah.
Niggas are grab that ass up.
But that's the next thing that you said, though. You know, when you're in a relationship, niggas be giving like in 2000, ever since, I don't know what's going on. You know, niggas just give their girl, niggas allow their girl to go do certain things. Give their girl money to go hang out with the next girl, to go out with hang out with the next man. Huh? What? When? What? What happened? How? Crazy, insane. Niggas is insane. Like what you said, way too much freely movements.
Unless they testing them out, unless you testing them, giving them enough rope to hang themselves. That's the only way.
I see this shit all over social media too, yo. Niggas be allowing their girls be walking around butt ass naked, ass out, and they be hanging on with other niggas. Like, you think Shorty ain't gonna fuck that nigga one day and they gonna fuck each other?
Right.
You know what I mean? It's too much. It's like niggas is crazy. Like bro, my girl don't get on like that. Your girl, nigga, if a girl know your nigga is coming around and that's how she dressed in the house, she gotta put on something that she don't, you know what I mean? You're not like real talk, she gotta put on something else. You can't just say, oh, I'm a woman, I'm supposed to dress like that. You're trying to control me. Nah, yo. Go put on something else. I respect. My mom is coming to visit. You can't wear the same thing that you wear in the house when my mom is coming. You know what I mean? You gotta put something else on. You can't be doing all of that. And that's what's wrong with these girls these days, yo. Like, you know what I mean? They're doing too much.
Too much freedom.
Yeah, doing too much. That's why I said that's a lot of y'all is single. If I wasn't single, I wouldn't want no girl like that. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Real shit. Not doing all that. We're not doing that. No. We're not doing that. No. We're not doing that. No, I'm sorry. Insane, huh? That shit is crazy, Hazy. I swear to God, they do that, yo. You don't see how they do it, bro? Niggas be walking around and niggas be walking with a girl that's there with the most booty shorts, ass out, like, damn,
yeah.
You know, like, it's crazy.
Like, it's cool, like a nigga. Nobody shouldn't know your girl whole body from top to bottom.
I'm sorry, yo. Nobody show yo. I'm sorry, yo. Because these girls, it's like everyone looking at each other. Because your girl gonna be looking at the nigga too if you walking around a certain way. And everybody now walking around, your girl in the booty shorts now, she got a friend, you got a friend, and then you might deal with your friend, but you got an extra friend. So now you got your friend with you. You don't have a girl, and you have your girl walking like that, and you guys are in the pool, and your friends in the pool. You don't think nothing's wrong with that?
Yeah, you don't really know that. Yeah, I seen some shit too about that. No, it's crazy that you say that shit. I seen some shit at the beach. I mean, not saying, but I know about some shit that happened like just exactly like that. That shit ain't cool. But you don't even really shouldn't even be for real. Nowadays, you shouldn't even be bringing niggas around your woman unless y'all on some like like on some couple shit. Even then, it gotta just be certain people. It can't just be no anybody.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's like bringing somebody around your safe. You know what I'm saying? That's not
real talk, yo. Nigga gotta stop that. You can't be doing that. That's insane. If you out there and you're doing all that and expect, well, you're just gonna do all that all the time. I said, I don't know what's wrong with people, yo. I'm not doing that. Niggas be doing that. Niggas just want to put their girl naked on the internet. Blood clot. Niggas put their girl naked on the internet. Oh, that's my girl. I'm just showing off her body because her body looks good. I'm just showing it off. Okay, nigga going to DM her in her fucking shit. And like, if a girl is out there, and that's why a lot of these girls out there, they cheating and they got money. Niggas be like, oh, you got such money. Oh, I work. I got a raise, baby. Nah, that nigga sending her money to because the naked pic, and she's sending more naked pic in the background. And you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. It'd be crazy. It'd be crazy. I just heard a nigga said this. I just heard somebody said this on TikTok. You know, I was good, you know, and all the, you know, the girl gave the niggas money, and then they start making some money move. Now his girl was okay with it, right? Now, here the thing. Now, the nigga got a disease. Now, when the girl got the disease, everything broke up. The girl kicked him out, you know. But the money was good. But you know, when all that stuff come around now, you see what happened? How do you guys work like that? How are you guys supposed to build? You know what I mean? It's insane, yeah. Woman is okay, y'all. If a woman is giving you money over 100 or 50K, there's certain girls out there will allow their man, and there's certain men out there, hazy, that will allow their woman to take that money and thinking, oh, their woman, and
they want to just go and finesse them and loyal to them.
And like, how you gonna finesse it now, and then you got a disease?
Like you ain't stuck creating a monster.
Yeah, how you gonna finesse somebody when you get a disease? Like, come on, yo, that's way too much. Way too much. That's what I said. I hope you know, this is not a finesse movement with where Papoose and Clarissa Shields trying to finesse the game, and then Remy Ma is allowing it, and then something goes wrong down the line. I'm just saying, you know, it's crazy. There's a lot of that going on here with relationships. Where
I'm just saying some shit, nigga. They talking about any woman in the jail. Just they've been fucking around anyway. But we already know Remy used to fuck with Nicki anyway. So
yeah.
No surprise, but
yeah,
still,
it's insane.
But I ain't for real. Fuzz with that part of it, I don't like it. I ain't really trying to hear the gossip about Clarissa doing nothing or nothing. If she ain't right, then she ain't right. Remy wasn't right either. That's some shit Papoose either doing, or just these females ain't right and they don't appreciate a good nigga. One or the other.
Yeah, it's just like that. It's like we at a time right now. It's like, yeah, nigga do good for you, but you know, you're not supposed to, you know, fuck with him like that. He could do good for you. Take care of you, buy you all the nice stuff. You know what I mean? But you could like do whatever you want. Like, you know what I mean? A woman could basically do whatever she wants, bro. You know what I mean? As long as she's not a man, she won't get blamed. I'm dead serious. You know what I mean? Real talk. Go there and sleep whoever she wants. A woman could walk down.
You know, I done seen a couple videos later. I seen a video yesterday talking about the HIV rate, how scary it is. Motherfuckers is finding out. You just can't be out here just running around like this back in the day. You gonna find out quick.
Niggas think they could sleep or whatever. You cannot do all that, bro. You cannot do all that. You cannot just go out there and just do like what you used to no more.
Motherfuckers do all type of drugs and shit. They don't even know what they did, who they did it to.
Yeah, that's the thing.
They don't even know who they got shit from or nothing.
Yeah. Because they're doing all these drugs, they popping all these pills, and then they end up having sex relationships with each other. And then after now, they get up in the morning, they're like, "Oh, what happened?" You know,
take them on that. As long as they don't have no baby, they good.
Yeah, insane, insane. I swear to God, some of that shit is crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, but girls out here though, I can't lie. That's why I believe Clarissa Shields was fucking with that dude. I believe she was probably talking to him, but after a while, kind of like back off. You know what I mean? When the Papoose shit got serious. That's what I believe. You know what I mean? I don't believe they did anything, but they was about to, like, you know what I mean? You know, but you could tell the dude was crazy, obsessed about her. Some niggas is like that. They don't care. You know what I mean? You got a man. They'll still trying to pull up and buy you the bar. That's why niggas gotta stop doing that. That niggas, like, you know what I'm saying? If you don't wanna hear no, you know what I mean? And no, you gotta stop doing that, yo. Yeah. They making it bad, yo. Okay, these niggas are out here, hazy, are sending even $1,000 before they even get into the relationship. You hear me?
Yeah.
$1,000 buying a whole outfit before they even get in there, before they even go to dinner. I'm like, isn't that supposed to be the shit you do after dinner and all that stuff? Like, why are y'all doing all that? It's insane. They make it
Niggas
bad.
buy their way, niggas, you can buy your way in.
Yeah, you're making it
That's
bad.
how it's going down these days. That's how this shit all fucked up. But you know,
Yeah, trust me.
we'll see how this shit turn out.
I have to do all that. If I have to buy my way in, bro, I'll be good. I can't. I'll never ever.
Right.
I'll never ever buy my way in. No woman. I don't care how you is, because there's a woman out there for every man. There's probably more women out there than men. You know what I mean? Real talk. But there's a woman out there.
I'll chase the women with money.
Yeah.
Well, I do some dumb shit like that.
But you know, I believe Clarissa Shield, you know, probably, you know, felt like she was gonna talk to dude, but in the mix of that, she ended up with Papoose. But I believe it was that nigga before Papoose. Because as what she said, she met him at an all-white party at 50 Cent party. That was before the whole Papoose thing. You know what I'm saying? So 50 Cent had that all-white party like a while back, way before the Papoose and the Remy thing happened. You know what I mean? So they you know, they probably talked at the party, you know, hugged each other. That's about it.
She should have stayed out of it, yo. See, she should have stayed out of it because she was in there rapping up lyrics to the song too and shit. You see what I'm saying? The niggas say leave the women and kids out of it, but then you got a woman jumping in it.
Right. I feel you.
You know
I feel you. You know, but he said something about her though. You gotta understand. You're in a world where if you like, remember, you know, Hulk Hogan saw when they had his sex tape, and they remember he sued the people before he died. He got a whole bunch of money. You see what I'm saying? For the sex tape. So you in an era you gotta watch. Like for him, I think he should lay off. I don't think he's gonna ever bring that back up. I'm gonna tell you, I don't think 50 gonna bring that up because the trouble that he could get in and the damage that could cause to his career.
you gonna do that? You gonna put it in documentary? They gonna do it. Yeah, when we ride on our enemies, yo. Come on, yo. You talking about a nigga that practiced the 48 laws of power. Oh, they gonna get it. It's not over just because, you know what I mean, he did a serious diss and then, you know, you ain't really hit nothing back. That shit ain't over. A nigga don't rock like that. That nigga gonna go to the grave beefing.
Right. What do you think about the Blueface, yo? Blueface fight last night, yo.
I ain't even see that shit. I heard about he got his teeth knocked out.
No, he didn't get his teeth knocked out. He didn't get. He was just tired. He was just like he got beat up. He's not ready. You could tell. You know when a nigga's not ready?
He ain't trained. He was exhausted.
Yeah, he could have done more training. You know what? You know what his problem is? He rather sit online with a whole bunch of girls. If you're gonna be a nigga with a whole bunch of girls, be a nigga with a whole bunch of girls. Be that nigga with a. You know what I mean? You can't be a street. And you could tell he's not a street nigga. He proved himself that Whack 100 was trying to hype it up so bad and he gonna knock dude out and dude. No, the nigga, yo, all them niggas, DJ Academics, all them niggas was mad as fuck. They was mad. You can't rig the fight, yo. If the nigga can't fight, he can't fight. Everybody, the man showed him up, yo. Showed him up. I'm telling you, it was crazy because at one point it was like Chicago versus the West Coast. Them Chicago nigga was going hard, boy. They could fight. If Chicago niggas done, they will knock you the fuck up, boy. They will knock you up.
Oh, that's how you be fighting a Chicago nigga?
Yeah, yo, all them West Coast niggas for some reason was fighting Chicago niggas. It's crazy, yo. Yo, it's crazy. Crazy, yo. I just want to see what's gonna happen. But I'd rather see that than niggas outside getting body and all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean? I rather see all that, and then everybody's around. Then you got the security with the gun and everything. You know what I mean? Police and everything. You know what I mean? Making sure nothing get out of hand. Nobody's bringing on weapons, and I like that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to. I'm sick of the shootings and niggas getting body every minute. Their career get thrown down the line. You see what I'm saying? It's too much of that. You know what I mean? What Aiden Ross did was pretty good. I can't lie. It was pretty good how they did that. Pretty good. But yeah, yo, Blueface, he could spar. But he don't have no stamina. You know what I mean? He might need to go down in a different weight class. The heavyweight might not be for him. The heavyweight might not. I think the weight
he just ain't trained. He probably just ain't really trained. He probably went in there trying to street fight.
If you're gonna do all that, you're gonna have to go harder than that, bro. You're gonna have to, like, you can't just train 1, 2, or 3 months. For a boxing fight, you gotta train straight for 12 months straight. You know what I mean? Your 6 months can't be just, you can't just train for 6 months, 7 months. You gotta be in a full 12 months every day in the gym. You know what I mean? You have to. And I don't think dude was doing that. He wasn't doing that. You know, he kind of like,
Not only that, when you train, you already gotta have boxing skills. You gotta have the fundamentals down pat, and then you gotta train for some time.
yeah,
For real.
and shit is just crazy. But I'm gonna.
Yeah, I'm about to go grub, man. I'll get with you.
Yeah, I was about to say I'm gonna hang it up too, y'all.
All right, let's go on, man. All right, Rice still in here?
Yeah, right in here.
All right, Rice. Next go around, man.
Yeah. Much respect, y'all. Much respect, Hazy guys. Much
Next go around, everybody.
Yeah, much respect, everybody. We'll see you on the next one, y'all. Yeah. But let me sum this down a little bit before I leave, y'all. You know, 50 Cent though, I said if the women are out here calling him sexist, he's gotta lay off that woman. That's one thing I could say. Like getting a woman and all that, they gotta have to lay out. And then calling about women about sex tape and all that, you gotta be careful because you know they will lawsuit you, and that's how they will get you. Once they have a little lawsuit like that and they get you, then they kind of like, you know, break it down where they could put some allegations on you. So as I said, you're the elephant in the room right now, but you know, just now, you know what I mean, they might set you an elephant trap for the elephant in the room. So, you know, be careful with that. How, you know, you do women talk about women, because we're in a time where, you know, women, they'll get at you. And yeah, Blueface need more work. Blueface need more work. And Chicago niggas, they could fight. You know, y'all West Coast niggas, you know, I need to, you know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe we should have one of them Mexican LA niggas out there, because them niggas could fight. You know, one thing I know about them LA Mexican and niggas, and they could fight when it comes to boxing. So maybe we need to get one of them niggas in the ring with one of these niggas. Besides that, the Aiden Ross, you know, boxing show was wonderful last night. I can't lie. You know, and yeah, I guess everything is a acting TV show now. I'm gonna see y'all on the next one, y'all. Like, comment, share, subscribe, everybody. Have a wonderful Sunday, y'all. Y'all be cool out there, be safe. Yeah, I am, you know, out.